do that.
And click this.
Hey, everybody.
There we are. Oh, let me adjust
Just trying to get ourselves all set up here.
Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
So we got a couple of people. We got Austin. We got K Munin. Thank you for joining us. We got Saturday Morning Fan. We got Stone Sour. And Johnny, who is on vacation.
Yeah, he's in what, British Columbia?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I know you told me he was going. I didn't know he was there already. Okay.
I believe he is.
Okay.
As we get rolling here, of course, we were not on last Saturday.
Johnny's in British Columbia to tour where Rambo was filmed.
Uh-huh. No, it was a small town in USA. I saw the film. But but we were not on last week, but we had done 3 the week prior. And that's
Brooklyn.
Oh,
Brooklyn girl.
Brooklyn girl.
I was about to
New
say
York
black girl
City,
again.
yeah.
I know.
Almost threw me off. Almost
Brooklyn
threw me off.
girl.
There we go. But oh, that's right.
Oh,
King of
my
Toys. Here we
gosh.
go.
Hey, Reynard.
Renard is here. Pastor Rick
And
is here.
Pastor Rick is
Don't
here.
make me get that crown out.
Oh, Jesus
But
Christ.
yeah, we've done the 3. We've done the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the New Year's one. So we took a little bit of a break. Besides, there's a lot, a lot been going on anyways. Yeah, Johnny, all I wanted was something to eat. Yeah, I know. King Shit Cop had to give me a hard time.
Yeah. I hate those kind of movies. That's the one thing. I mean, I did like was it Easy Rider with Fonda and
Nicholson,
Nicholson, and they were bikers, and then everything was going good until they got to that small town, and then the cops gave them a hard time. And it's just like all they wanted to do was go to the restaurant and get something to eat, and you got to make their life miserable.
There's people there.
Yeah, and it's people like that, and parts of movies and TV shows like that I don't like. Like at first I wasn't liking hey Jay, how are you?
1968.
1968, JP.
Yep.
Came to life.
Oh, did it say 8? Maybe it's because of your time zone. I don't know. It should say 7.
Oh, okay.
It should say 7.
My old name was, it was Black Girl. See, I knew
now
it was.
It switched it around.
Because it didn't like that. So it wanted to try and say something else.
Pastor Rick made a donation to our kiddie pool. Of course, our shelter cat's still taking care of 17. Mom is bringing those, that she's still hiding under the shed. And she still brings them up onto the porch. One of them is getting comfortable with me. Comfortable enough that it doesn't run away when I come out there now. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
As we get cranking here. We were out most of the day. We went to Antique Mall. Some of you may have seen the short that I had filmed of the Coca-Cola display that was in this one part of the Antique Mall. The guy, I was told actually.
Alpha Tryon said that. Did you get any of that Coke swag? Hey, Alpha Tryon.
No, but I was told that there were more than 400 bottles there.
Oh,
and they're all full. If you notice, they're all full. So there's more than 400 bottles in that thing. And, I might can play the short on here for people to see in a moment so that you can see what I saw. Massive collection. And I wonder about stuff like that, because when you see large collections like that at the antique mall or something, usually somebody died.
Yeah.
And a dealer came along and bought the collection out, and then they brought it to an antique mall or someplace like that to piece it out.
Why my picture all wrinkled up?
What picture?
My Batman poster there. No, that's what it. Oh, that's Batman.
It's very wrinkled.
Go iron that out.
Well, it's the we got to get it out of that thing.
Max Headroom mirror.
There's T. Stewart.
Hey, T. Stewart, how are you?
No Max Headroom stuff.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, no Max Headroom stuff. I don't have anything like that. He was huge once upon a time. This John McDuncan. He says the antique stores around where he is, or Jay McJunkin. Jay McClintock. Why do I think in?
Because you do have a John McJunkin.
Yeah, I just glanced at it.
You see
Jay McClintock says the antique malls in Wisconsin suck. And there's Migo Matt joining
Hey,
us.
Migo Matt, how are you?
But yeah, I mean, it's hit or miss. Usually, whatever's at the antique mall is just too freaking expensive, anyways. So, you know, you go and you look, you rarely find anything. You rarely
Yeah.
find anything where you're like, oh, wow, you know what? I'm going to buy that and take it home. Although we did have a little bit of luck today. And, you know, we'll show you that here in a little while. But I'll go ahead and I'll pull that short up really quick and I'll show it to you so that you can see what I am talking about. Share that with everybody. If you haven't seen it, you know, check it out on the channel. There we go. I wanted to pause it. And you should hear the audio. And I'll bring this up now because I've got it opened up. Johnny says he's trying to find some record stores while in Vancouver, not finding anything I want. Really? And Saturday morning
you got to go to
says,
the record show.
Saturday morning said Max Headroom had 2 music videos on MTV. He also had his own live action television show on ABC that only lasted like a season. And it predicted, I believe, YouTube. Because on that show, everybody had their own TV show. They had their own TV station, their own TV thing going. So here's the short. I'll go ahead and play it for you. This is the display.
Look at the size of this Coca-Cola display in the Payne's Antique Mall in Georgia. I mean, you see a lot of Coke merchandise in antique malls here, but usually not this much all in one place. So I wanted to share this real quick. I mean, goodness. It's a lot of bottles. A lot of novelty bottles from different eras. Could have been someone's personal collection at one point. And it just ended up here, you know. What do you guys think? You collect stuff like this?
More than, again, apparently more than 400 sealed bottles of Coke in that display. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my poster, but I gotta fix that.
We get it in a new frame and remat it.
Whatever.
Oh, Una wants to see the crown. I'll get it in a little bit.
I'm not putting no crown on my head, mess up my hair.
Oh.
I never find anything good at
Custom
the antique
God.
mall.
There's good stuff there. It's just that the prices are crazy.
Yeah, because they have to pay for the booth. They use Max Headroom type character in the Cafe 80s and Back in the Future too.
I don't remember. Yeah, Munin says definitely is or was someone's personal collection. How do you get that much Coca-Cola merchandise in one place? It's probably somebody's collection that was bought out, because you see that a lot. And, there was a person who had a massive what was it? Atlanta Olympics 1996 collection. And we were at an auction house, you know.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Richard's here. The ones where the guy bangs the gavel, actual auction house, that were selling this stuff in huge lots. And one of the things they had was Olympic pins, like trays and trays and trays of all the different Olympic pins from the 96 Olympics in Atlanta. And people were bidding on them there. And then they turned up in antique malls everywhere. Every antique mall we go to, there's some booth that has like 300 of those pins. You know what I mean?
Oh, Richard said that he's kind of pissed off about that Dimos figure. I got you.
Oh God, yeah. Well, that's not her fault at all, but I was happy to get it. I mean, that was a really nice gift. I was just frustrated with the idea that the seller was being deceptive. You know what I mean? I was upset with that. But yeah, so we went out Antique Mall, went to a couple of thrift stores. Thrift stores are usually a bust anymore.
Yeah.
It's not like back in the day when I was you know, in the 90s, when I used to be more of a dealer, and every thrift store I went to, I'd find something. Every thrift store I went to, I'd find something, especially in the realm of vintage toys. Nobody was paying attention to any of that. And now it's like almost impossible to get their so-called experts that check everything on eBay and overprice it. And it's all this broken stuff. And, you know, if I wanted to pay retail, I'd go online, you know?
Yeah, it was packed pretty bad, but the guy didn't lie. I misread it. I did ask all the pertinent questions. I did ask, was it complete? And did it have reproduction parts? And he said, I can't remember what he said, but whatever he said, I guess I just didn't read it right, or overlooked it, or read it too fast. But he did say that the wheels were, the trucks were reproduction, but everything else was 100%. So that was my fault. I needed to read, I guess, slower.
As Roscoe would say, shame, shame. Everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
And I'll just, at some point, I'll just find a hull somewhere. Somebody at some show is going to have a Dymos that's all busted to death, that's cheap, and I'll just pull the leg off and swap the piece out.
Yeah, people that try to sell broken or defective crap are shameless. But I think the trucks on any one of those are fit. I don't think it has to be. I mean, the wheels are the same size, right?
Yeah. So, like I said, I'll find, if I find a Dymos that with legitimate trucks, that's, you know, it doesn't have to have anything. It can be a piece of junk. If the trucks are good, I can swap them.
Did you contact? No, like I didn't contact him because, like I said, when I went back and I
still would have complained about that packing.
That packing was pretty horrible. Bad. The box, and then putting the thing in vanilla envelopes. You know, it was like, okay, but no, I did not contact him because after I went back to read the message, because I wanted to verify, like, oh, let me read the message, make sure of what he said. I saw where he did say, yeah, it's production parts, but I mean, it's just the wheel, so it's not like it's an arm or the rockets or the head or something.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
I mean,
that, you know,
3D
major.
printed anything, you got to get rid of it. That stuff is no good for the rest of the toy. They're dangerous because, you know, they fall apart, or sometimes if they weren't molded right, there's liquid in the center of them, and they'll over time crack and leak and damage things. And I'm like, nah, I gotta get rid of those trucks. I can't keep them. Yeah,
so David will find something eventually. I just wanted to do something different. Usually I get G.I. Joe stuff. And then I'll come and I'll look to see what he has and try to compare it, you know, with something. But I had already got him something for his birthday that was G.I. Joe. And I know he liked those Mazinger things. And I saw one that was different.
Everything is Mazinger to her.
Yeah, it don't matter. I saw him different, and I'm like, oh, this looked different than what he has. And so I was like, yeah, well. And then somebody else had one too. And I asked that person, and he was like, I really don't know nothing about this character or this type of figure, so I honestly don't know. And he was honest. He was like, I honestly don't know. So I probably would have did better off getting it from him. But then it would have been missing some parts. And I wouldn't have known it. David would have glanced at it and tell me 50 things that was missing. So the next figure you need to get is Grandizer.
Grandizer. No. I think it says Gold Rack on the box, the ones that from Mattel. Gold Rack. And then of course Rodan. And Rodan is tough because those were actually pretty fragile.
Yeah, he said even his wife was like, "What the heck?" But see, I'm gonna go back to the good old safe option: socks, drawers, and undershirt. You can't go wrong with socks,
you can.
Drawers, and
Absolutely.
undershirt.
You can really screw that up.
Everybody needs socks, drawers, and undershirt.
No.
And you gotta change them out every 6 months anyway. So if I get it,
I thought it was 16 years. Blind Robo was there.
Oh yeah, Blind Robo. Anybody back the mighty Orbot's
Kickstarter?
I never heard of that. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe Street Hawk or G.I. Joe US1 crossover. I don't know what any of those are.
Yeah.
So what I do is I'll look up G.I. Joe. I buy the vehicles. And then I'll see a vehicle and I'm like, oh, okay, this look good. Then I'll come and look and see. Oh, and I almost got a G.I. Joe vehicle. It was a plane. And I was like, well, I always get G.I. Joe, so I want to do something else. But I'm going back to the tried and true. Drawers, socks, undershirt.
And they will sit in the packages, in the drawers forever.
Oh my God. What are you going to do when you need drawers?
I hate getting stuff like that. I hate getting stuff like that.
Looking forward to the creation of Toy Room
Matt.
2. Will you post videos of the construction process? Would love to see the room come together. Yeah, we did that in the last house. We did, videos.
We did a before and after. Took strung clips together of all the work that I had to do. It was a lot.
And you had to say it like that.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah. So I think he almost finished emptying out the room.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize, but it's just the boxes. You know how those things, you put it in boxes and you can only put 1 or 2 pieces in a box because the box is just.
Some of them.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of boxes.
Oh, you're killing me.
Ooh.
It says you could, boxer. It says boxer now.
His name is Richard.
I know, but still. It says I could have gotten a Rodan for 50 years ago. Shame, shame. Everybody knows your name.
Rodan is that bird, right?
Yes, it's the bird.
Oh, okay.
But
I
the
saw
wings
that online.
or the talon, either the wings or the talon are often broken because kids were really rough on it, and it's just this really wide plastic toy. It's easy to break it, so it didn't hold out too well. There is a bike. Kenner did the Street Hawk one-shot action figure on a bike.
Oh yeah.
I believe.
I remember watching that show as a kid, Street Hawk, and the bike was like ultra computerized and the helmet had all kinds of stuff going on in it. That's all I remember. It's like Stingray. I remember watching Stingray as a kid, and all I remember was the car, which the car doesn't play a big part.
Very minimal role.
Yeah, like Kit was a major part of Knight Rider. And Stingray it wasn't, but now watching Stingray, it's a really good story. So
yeah, it's an interesting concept, and it's a shame that they had to sacrifice it because the reason it went off the air is because they had to shift the budget into Miami Vice.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard, for a donation for our felines. Because the Miami Vice a better show, but I mean, Stingray was still a good show.
Yeah,
still a really good show.
Yeah, but they didn't want both on, so they took the budget and pushed it into Miami Vice.
Yeah,
and Stingray, like you said, is a very good show. Oh yeah, K Muni was saying it's amazing how the toy prices have gone through.
Yeah, I talked about that a lot, especially looking at toys like ROM Space Knight. And I've mentioned this before because I remember when dealers used to have cases of them in the 90s, and they couldn't get $20 for a ROM Space Knight mint in the box. And look how much it is now. If you can even find it, it's like, what happened? What happened? I remember Cops. Having Cops figures or dealers having boxes of Cops figures at shows in the early 90s, $5 a pop. Nobody cared about them. Nobody couldn't sell them. and
Now
couldn't
they
sell 'em.
hundreds of
Yeah,
dollars.
now they're hundreds of dollars. we
Saturday
get the,
Morning Fan said that Street Heart toy is made now with the GI Joe brand.
I see.
Yeah, and Stone Sour, thank you. He's given so I can buy you some underwear, socks,
No, that's for
and
the kids.
and undershirts. So much. I welcome them. Yes. I'm almost done with
done
my.
with his record stand.
Oh,
Good.
you made the one back here. Good.
Like this? Did we send him
I did, and I
Okay.
never was able to tell him because I emailed him on Facebook not Facebook Marketplace, but on Facebook. Because what I did is I put the plans through the AI to make the lines darker.
Yeah.
Because the lines were really light and you couldn't see it. So I put the plans through there and I asked the program to darken the lines. That's it. It changed all of the numbers.
Yeah, it screwed the numbers up.
So, so I sent it to you, but then I was looking at it. I was like, wait, these numbers are wrong. So I sent you a message, but then you never respond. So I didn't know if you got it or not.
Hopefully you figured it out.
And then I guess I forgot to just say something when you got back on the thing. So I hope the record stand came out right because AI messed up, but then I went back and I fixed it. I think I just hand wrote the measurements in. I couldn't believe that it would change the measurements. It's like all I wanted you to do is make it darker.
Doesn't understand letters and numbers though. That's the problem.
Oh, we didn't know.
Because since everybody wanted to make a kitty donation, before we do any show and tell, I can quite possibly here show if I can find the thing here, I can show the babies. I can try to. Is this it? Oh yeah. Hold on a second. I'll show the babies here because she's been bringing them up. I'll share that with everybody since everybody made it. Oh, not everybody, but some people made a donation to the channel. We really appreciate it. It helps a lot. I mean, again, juggling 17 right now. There they are. I did this the other day. I filmed this the other day. That's Mama in the upper left-hand corner, and that's the 4 little kittens scavenging in the bowl. And you'll notice 2 of them are long hair and 2 of them are short hair. I'm not sure what their genders are because I can't get that close yet.
Mama brought the babies back. They actually haven't been around for a few days, but they're back now. They look healthy. They scattered when I came out except for the long hairs who stayed, smelled my hand, is starting to understand that I don't mean them any harm, which is good because it brings me a step closer to being able to help them besides just putting some food out. But yeah, they were gone for a few days. I don't know where she moved them to, but she brought them back and here they are. Here they are, looking good. Again, Mama has been TNVR'd, but the babies have not yet had any servicing done. And if I can continue a good rapport with them, hopefully I'll be able to do that with them soon. So I won't end up with 1,000 in the backyard. But yeah, so far so good. They look nice and healthy.
Oh, fat little monsters. They are actually really healthy. They look great. Shelby Rockstar says Muppet Show's coming back, but will it be filtered? As in trying to pander to politically correct? Probably. The Muppets have changed. It's changed quite a bit. It's not like how it was back in the day.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Richard said he bought a record stand.
Oh,
okay, that's
all right.
cool.
Well, whatever
But
works.
yeah, I mean, you got something to put your records in. It's coming along well, but I have to look for plans again. Okay.
R2D2 has them.
Oh, yeah.
Remember R2D2 had the plans? That's what the whole thing was about in the first film. He's you are a traitor? I want those plans.
Well, show your pickups.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is, you'll like this. I got this from Mike. from Mike Zolo. And Mike is the Cherry Pickers Comics. Yeah, Richard says the babies look amazing. They're incredible, and they're really good health. They're really good health. So that's what I care about. Cherry Pickers Comics. You see him in a lot of shows, and I do a lot of work for Mike. And I picked up a couple of books from him recently to add to my collection. And something that I thought was really interesting. I get these too. She's not into the photo covers. This is Our Love #1, Golden Age, 1949 Marvel Comics, from before they did superheroes. Remember, Marvel Comics' first superhero title was Fantastic Four in the Silver Age. So Our Love #1, Marvel Comics, 1949. 1949. And these are rare as hen's teeth. And they're usually in pretty rough shape because of the type of paper the covers are made out of. A drop on this will saturate that color. That red will pull right out. It's incredible. And then this one, Molly Manton's Romances #1, also 1949, Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics, Golden Age Marvel. I know it ain't the Silver Surfer, but and those Silver Surfers that I had put up on the Instagram that I cleaned and pressed were his. I mean, he had a whole run of them, and I'm like, man, I wish I could keep these. I end up working on a lot of books I wish I could just keep. And those Golden Age Silver Surfers were amongst those. Look at that. I dare not marry. I dare not marry. Oh no. But yeah, it's Golden Age #1s. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. The romance comics are funny. If you ever read them, they are funny. So I've got those. And then when we and there goes Rich is making fun of me. Oh, the R2D2. Yeah, he got what I meant with the R2D2 comment. There you go. There you go. And of course, we went to the antique mall. Yep, Migo Matt, 40s Marvels, 1949, before the Seduction of the Innocent trials. So yeah, a lot of this stuff did not survive. When the Sodi Seduction of the Innocent trials were going on, people were burning comics. They were having rallies where people could bring comic books and burn them. That's why you can't find a lot of Golden Age titles. And I'm like, the irony of doing that. You are in a country that just won a war against a regime that burned books. And what do? Burn books. Brilliant. But yeah, that's why you can't find them. Like, I think these Action Comics #1, first appearance of Superman, I think they cranked out 3 million copies of that back in the day. How many of them exist now? It's because they burned them. It's crazy. And so to find any of these in this kind of shape.
Yeah, I have some G.I. Joe.
She's got a lot of G.I. Joes. Yeah,
the 50s ones.
Yep,
I do have quite a few of those. They're pretty nice. I love the covers on those. I didn't know that Marvel had a logo in 1949, says Reynard. They listened to clearly
a crazy nut job Saturday morning fan.
Yeah, it was that one doctor. Always be ignorant regardless
no matter who does it. That's right.
Yeah, if you don't like the book, don't read it.
Don't read it.
Just like if you don't like the movie, don't watch it.
Yeah.
TV show, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Music, don't listen to it.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to destroy it.
No, you don't have to. You could deprive. You hate it so much you want to deprive others of it. That's just ignorance. But yeah, and again, that's why you can't find a lot of Golden Age titles. It's why they're so freaking rare. Many of them. It just doesn't make any freaking sense. Especially any of the romance or horror titles.
No, the horror ones were the best.
Yeah, and remember, comic books, they weren't for kids back then. The ones that were for kids were like Mickey Mouse. You know, Scrooge McDuck was for kids, not the other comics. Those were for adults. Those were for adults.
Keep you in the miss when you put the crown on.
I had it on the whole time. No. Well, anyway, we were at that antique mall where we filmed that short. And I spotted something. And it's something that LPH collects. And it was, the price didn't make sense.
Hey, Road Pig.
Hey, Road Pig John is joining us. Are you ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? G1 Rodimus Prime in the box.
It's Ultra Magnus.
Or Ultra Magnus, excuse me. I don't know why I said Rodimus Prime. And it's the free glow-in-the-dark poster edition because there's two versions. This is the rare one. This is the rare one. Mint in the box. Look at that. It still has the stupid bio card on there. I don't want to call it a stupid bio card, but yeah, it's got the little file card, bio card. It still has the points on there. Nothing's been cut out of this. Still has the Toys R Us price tag. $24.97.
Wow, that thing was $24.
$24.97. Transformers were not cheap.
Wow,
they were expensive back in the day. And I'm like, wow, this is here and so cheap without getting into it. Way, way under what it should have been priced. And sometimes you just, yeah, Munin says alongside Drift, Ultra Magnus is the only other likable Transformer character.
You got Ultra Magnus and Return of Prime episode White Prime in one figure. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is such an amazing find for, as you would say,
mall.
In the wild, as it were, priced. I don't know where they got their price from, unless it's just been sitting there for years and they never updated it. No one ever noticed.
Yeah, because this antique mall had no toys, no comics.
It's all like really, really antique furniture and stuff.
Yeah, it's mainly just furniture. And this was, I think, the only toy. No, they had like a couple of others. It wasn't like, you know how you go to some antique malls and it's a booth and they got like all toys. This one actually had all antique.
Like Treasure Hunt Antique Mall is getting like that now. The one where we go to the and Johnny says he's got to go.
Okay.
The when we go to the Retro Toy Swap and do the live filming, and there's a lot of toy vendors in that antique mall because of the Retro Toy Swap.
Yeah.
This thing had nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for adults only. And they barely had records. But it's a nice antique mall though.
And like I said, all the ones I saw for sale sold on eBay, because I went and looked it up, are not with the glow-in-the-dark poster. T. Stewart likes all Transformers.
Yeah. And I don't collect Ultra Magnus, but for that price, in the box.
Yes.
A
little wear, but you know,
yeah,
it's negligible.
But it's not,
because it's intact, and sometimes this is gone. Somebody cuts it out anyways.
Yeah, I still want a Starstream.
Oh yeah.
I still want that. And a Bumblebee on the card, because that one came on a card.
Yeah.
And I got Megatron. But yeah, like I said, I don't collect, because I only collect like 4.
Yeah.
And he's not one. But if you see it and the price is like
really good,
good, less than half, you go ahead and pick that up, add it to your collection.
Munin suggests it might be a good price because it's not something they usually sell.
Yeah.
Lucky no one saw it. Yeah. Because I was looking at it and I saw the price it was on. I was like, that can't be right.
Yeah.
I knew it couldn't be. It's like a third of what it should have been.
Yeah, I saw the box, and because the box had looked so well, I actually thought it was one of the Walmart reissues.
Yeah.
And then David went and picked it up, and then I saw the styrofoam insert.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, okay, maybe that's a little bit something. Hey, David, how are you?
Yeah, nostalgic for the 70s.
But yeah, so we picked that up, and that was a good find because once we got in there, I was like, okay, this is a nice antique mall, but I don't think we're gonna find anything because we don't buy furniture from an antique mall. But it's always nice furniture, but way too expensive.
That's just how I am. I'm like, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
And like she said, she usually just gets Megatron, Optimus, Soundwave, and Bumblebee,
and that's it.
And she's thinking about Starscream.
Yeah, I want a Starscream.
But anytime you can find something like that for a really reasonable price,
yeah, you go ahead and you pick it up.
Yeah, you go ahead and you grab that.
Yeah, even if you don't want it, you resell it or something.
Yeah, which I know she's not ever gonna do.
No, because I like Transformers, but my only thing, I don't want to get into trying to get all of them. It's way too many.
They never stopped making them. That's the thing. We talked about them. Yeah, we talked about that on our fatigue video.
Yeah,
because if you go back to the actual Takara stuff, they've been cranking them out since 1974. It doesn't stop.
Yeah, even if you were to say, I'm going to get all G1, it's still a lot and they're really expensive. So I picked out my favorite ones and I was like, okay, I will get just the ones that I really like. I mean, what's the one that turns into a microscope? Who wants him? Perceptor. I don't want that. So I was like, okay, which ones do I really like? And those are the ones that I focus on because it gets way too expensive, and then you have way too much. My sister-in-law really liked Starscream. Starscream was good.
Starscream exists just to piss off Megatron.
Yeah, he did.
Bernard says, wasn't Marvel called Timely or Atlas? And they didn't change the name until 1961.
No, there was an Atlas, and I think Marvel absorbed them.
Yeah.
Because I have some Atlas comics. It was a lot of smaller companies that got absorbed by Marvel and DC. Because you had Charlton, and I think DC bought up Charlton and stuff like that. So there's a lot of companies. Once you start, especially when you get into those Golden Age books, you start seeing a lot of names. Because when I catalog mine, I put the company, like the comic company, down, and then it gives you a lot of them.
And then I found something which kind of surprised me, and this is going to throw a lot of people. They're going to see and be like, "What the hell are you thinking?"
No, go ahead. That's what I think.
Put the comment. Is it Shelby says Geo and Megatron is cool till you transform it and are confronted with trigger crotch.
Yeah.
The Takara 1974 Megatron, the Walther P38 one, is better because it actually shoots and it's die cast metal. That's the best one. But here we go. If it'll fit in the screen, look at this.
That thing look creepy.
It's Santa. It's Santa Claus. Hey, buddy. This is actually pretty rare to find in this kind of condition. This is from 1950, and it's made out of styrofoam, and they basically hand paint airbrushed it. And these are never intact. Like you look in the inside here, that styrofoam's usually yellow and cracked and pieces coming off of it or rats chewed on it or something. And this is intact and the color is still really good. These aren't cheap, but I found it for a really decent price. And I have a huge, or not a huge collection, but I have a fairly healthy collection of vintage Christmas Santa merchandise. Or decorations and displays and things.
Wow.
And so I wanted to. I saw this, and the price was really good, and I was like, "Oh, but that's a lot cheaper than it should be." Probably because it's after Christmas. You get better deals now, and I can go ahead and add this to my my collection of vintage Santa related pieces. And this actually might be my oldest Santa item now, because again, 1950, so it's about 75 years old. 75 years old, and it's still, I mean, it still has his paint. There's usually holes in it or scratches or chewed up or cracks or it turns yellow or something like that. This is still in one piece. And it, like I said, it is styrofoam. This is not a blow mold. This is before they were doing that.
And Saturday Morning says that robots, Transformers, My Little Pony, Robotech, Heathcliff, all of that turns 40 years old this year. David has 4 robots in his collection.
Oh, the Voltrons, yeah.
Yeah, the Voltron, Grandizer, Gundam.
Vanguard Ace.
Oh, Vanguard Ace. Okay. Made with plastic and various die-cast part. Transformer collecting
is never ending. Yeah. Unless you put the brakes on.
Yeah. And that's why I don't want to get, I like the G1s, but I don't want to get all that unless I found it somewhere, like you're doing a house clean out or you buy a storage locker and it's in there. I'll be glad to have it, but not for the price that they're going for.
That's the thing too, is we always want that. And it's like, because dealers, they find these great lots and cheap stuff and they get toys and they get action figures and comics and all sorts of things dirt cheap, but then they plan to turn around and sell it. And if we did it, we'd be fighting over what do we actually sell, because we'd want to keep almost everything, I'm sure.
Yeah. Shelby says that looks like the mask from what you did
last Christmas. Yeah.
Gundam is older than 40 years and is the only robot franchise that is still relevant. Crazy to think we had 3 Transforming Robots movies in the theaters in the same year. And what's wrong with his mouth? Yes, it looks very ridiculous.
Because he's saying ho ho ho. Get it? Ho ho ho. Yeah, he's supposed to be jolly.
No, they need to close his mouth.
50s. What do you want? It's 1950.
Well, it's 2026 now, and that looked like something else is going on.
No, it's not. I had to make a mask out of it.
Because somebody will think something with that mouth.
Oh, yeah? Will they? No. Oh. He's saying ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, okay.
He's being jolly. Okay? He's being jolly.
Sure.
Shame on you. Shame on you picking on Santa Claus.
His eyes are weird.
That's why you get nothing for Christmas.
Oh, well.
You're on the naughty list now.
Yeah, his eyes do look weird. That thing look creepy.
Oh.
It does.
It's charming. It's charming.
You call it charming. I call it creepy.
Charming.
Is that an autographed photo of Rod Serling?
No, it's not autographed. I wish it was.
No.
I don't know if they didn't have an autograph circuit back then. They didn't have. Yeah, thank you, nostalgia. Let's get back to family content. There was no autograph circuit in those days. So that's when people had autograph books, so that if you ran into a celebrity anywhere, you could say, "Hey, can you sign this for me?"
Yeah, and they'd be like, sign the book.
"Yeah, sure, kid, no problem." And nowadays, it's a whole nother ball game. And you stand in line for hours and pay to get a signature. That's how that works.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Times have changed. Yeah. Times have changed drastically. But I'm happy. She picks on me, but I'm happy with my Santa. And I'm going to try to get all my Santa stuff into one big display. I'm happy for her for this.
Yeah.
Because that's just so freaking cool. That is, it's not what you expect to find anywhere. Not what you expect to find anywhere.
I don't really remember the Snorks like all that.
I remember the Snorks. It was like the Smurfs, but underwater.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
It was the Smurfs underwater. The Smurfs were better, though. And they don't need to come back.
None of that stuff needs to come back. It all needs to go away.
Because when they bring that stuff back, they screw it up.
They need to just make their own thing. I mean, they trying to say, oh, we're going to try and get back the people that watched it when they were a kid, but we liked it the way it was when we were a kid. Now, if you go and recapture that magic, the style, the writing, the voices, yeah, people might like it and watch it, but you're not going to do that. You're going to write it all dumbed down, like Barney level, and the animation is going to be wonky. It's going to be loud. It's going to be fast paced. It's going to be too bright.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, because it's surprising too, the level of sophistication of some of the vintage stuff. And we've talked about Johnny Quest before, watching the old Johnny Quest. It's very sophisticated cartoon, to the point where they even had death in the show. People would die in that show. And right now, watching the old 60s Marvel Comics, the artwork and continuity are horrible, because basically all they did was cut pictures out of the books and make animation with it, like Hulk and Iron Man and stuff. But the dialogue is brilliant, and listening to it, it's like a book on it's like a book in cassette or a book and record set. The dialogue is really sophisticated for it to be a child's show, but children were enthralled with it at the time.
But it feels like they're reading it straight out of the comic book, word for word. Like if you had the comic, you could follow along.
Probably.
And that's probably what they did, and that works. And if they do that today, it would be good. People probably would watch it. I mean, I always say it, you have over 80 years of comic. Well, stop at, let's say 1995. So you have from the beginning of time to 1995, and of content. So you got the material, but they want to do something else. So whatever, let them have it. And then nobody goes and see it.
And they want to alter something that already worked.
Yeah, and then they want to make it videos blaming the fans and calling them names. Like that's going to help your case.
No, it's not.
So what's the biggest Stranger Things line out there, guys? There are many companies making plus crossovers, like
Road Pig is asking that.
Among others. Biggest, I don't know, because we never saw Stranger.
The one that I've heard people like the most is the one with the Masters of the Universe crossover. There is a Master of the Universe one, and people seem to like that.
Which one?
Stranger Things.
Oh, they did a Stranger Things.
Yeah, the box turned upside down, and there's a figure on one figure on one side, one figure on the other.
Hey, Sylvan, how are you?
Sylvan is joining us. Pennywise, Santa. Oh, everybody's gonna pick on my post.
Yeah, because it looks awful.
Oh,
DC would do the same thing with Nickelodeon video comics, motion cartoons in the 80s. They had a Swamp Thing episode, and the comics were uncut with the deaths. Oh wow!
Really? I don't remember that. I don't remember that, but it worked because they didn't dumb it down. They didn't dumb it down, and because I don't know. I guess they don't give children enough credit. They don't give it enough. They don't give it nearly enough credit, unfortunately. And so they want to do dumb things for the kids, and that's boring. It's boring. I remember as a kid not wanting to watch it. Just like when they tried to revive a lot of characters in the 80s, like they brought back the New Adventures of Popeye, Tom and Jerry and Friends and stuff like that. I don't want to see Tom and Jerry and Friends where they walk around in the park and eat ice cream together. I want to see Tom and Jerry where they're trying to murder each other. Like
hey, Paul, how are you?
Like the ones I grew up with. You know what I mean?
Oh, Stranger Things had a Ninja Turtle crossover.
Did they?
See, and that goes back to what we were talking about in the one video about fatigue. Golly. I think Ninja Turtle is the worst.
For crossovers?
Yeah, for crossovers. It's like, good
and
gosh.
for lines. There's so many different companies, except for Playmates apparently now.
But, but I don't know. I don't want none of it, honestly, because every week they come out with something new, and it's the same thing over and over and over again, and it's just tiresome. I don't even want to see it. We don't even go in the toy section at Walmart no more.
Yeah, Munion's talking about they saw the Street Fighter WWE crossover figures. I remember showing those a while back.
And installed the Street Fighter.
Yeah,
audacity to have
it's too niche for mainstream. I mean, I don't know. I think it's too niche for a mainstream audience to do that kind of crossover stuff, and it's lazy. It's like we can't think of anything else to do, so let's merge these things together. Is basically what they're telling you. They ran out of ideas.
80s Nickelodeon didn't care. City of Gold had death, blood, cursing, and kids almost killed. David the Gnome killed the main heroes off last episode of the show.
Huh.
Wow. Ninja Turtles crossover with Karate
That's
Kid.
right. We showed that. You don't remember?
No, because
we showed them some time ago.
It gets tiresome.
Yeah.
And it's like, golly, you have no more ideas. And it's like everything is bankrupt. You have no ideas for TV shows. You have no ideas for movies, music, comic book, toys. No ideas whatsoever. All of the brains you paying for can't think of anything new, can't come up with an original idea, but you paying them hundreds of thousands, well, thousands of dollars a year to create. And all they can do is say, oh, let's redo this. You need to get some money taken away because you didn't come up with nothing new. And the only way you should get a bonus is if you come up with something brand spanking new that never came out before.
Yeah, Nostalgic saying he thinks many of the Japanese cartoons translated for the U.S. market were more mature, like Star Blazers, for example.
We saw that.
Voltron, G-Force were heavily edited, but yeah, even Star Blazers was edited, but they but you knew they were getting killed.
Yeah, even though they act like it wasn't.
Even though they act like it wasn't. The one that they really blew it though was with the Space Marines.
Hey, half all of the his comment didn't pop up because it says here, I believe many Japanese cartoons that translated for the U.S. market were more mature. I know watching Star Blazers had real consequences and characters died. I know Voltron G-Force heavily edited.
Yeah, that's what it says right there.
Oh, does it? I didn't see that whole line.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
But
I saw it over here. Oh my God!
For example,
the Mandela effect.
When the Space Marine he couldn't get out, and he set off the bomb, and you knew he was dead. You knew he didn't get out. But then they were like, "Oh, he got out just in time," and they said that on the car.
Like, no, he didn't.
No, he
we
didn't.
saw him die.
You saw him ripped apart in the explosion. He was dead.
Water versus Saki.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nostalgic. They did that too. Or my favorite, actually, when he was remembering his brother, bringing him his lunch, and he said, "Oh, I love these little cakes," and that's sushi rolls. But I guess
what's wrong with sushi?
Because I don't know. It's the 70s. I guess they figured the people in America wouldn't know what the hell sushi rolls were. But he said they were cakes or something, and it's like, no, that's sushi for Christ's sake. But
Shelby hates crossovers because they don't fit anywhere on the shelf. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm just tired of it all because they can't come up with an original idea. And it's like, come on, you paying these people and they're not doing anything. And you go to any place else and they would be fired because you're supposed to be like the creative director or the creative team, but you're not coming up with anything.
Yeah, but Cartman is in charge of that. Remember the alternate universe female Cartman?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't watch a lot of the South Park.
Where she was supposed to be in charge of Disney. No, listen to me very carefully. Make it a woman and make it gay. Really gay. And a woman, you understand? But ma'am, no, listen to me. That was funny. No, that was funny. But yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
And you've got, again, like you pointed out, decades, and not just from the comics, but from books, novels, other things, decades and decades and decades of material. And you could be true to it and have it be really good, like the Batman Dark Knight Returns cartoon. You saw it with Old Man Batman. Is spot on to Frank Miller's comic. It was frame for frame, word for word, spot on, perfect to the comic. and it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. They kept it true. They were true to it. The continuity was there. Same thing with the Sin City, the live action film matches the comic almost perfectly. It can be done. It can be done. Sylvia wants to know if anybody remembers Archie versus Punisher crossover. I do remember that. That was in the like early to mid 90s.
I'm not a fan of Archie. I'm not.
It's okay.
Hey, Toy Chic, how are you?
We forgive you for not being a fan of Archie.
I'm not. I don't care for it. I don't know. I just don't like it. Brave and the Bold made fun of that in an episode based on the Batman manga where bad guy clearly dies, and they add, "But I bet he got away." Batmite.
Batmite laughs with, "Sure he did." Yeah, Batmite. You know what's a really good one is the one where Batmite gets unmasked, and there is an issue where he takes his mask off. He's upset about something. He pulls his mask off, and then Bruce Wayne, as Batman, he's dressed as Batman, breaks out laughing because of the way that Batmite looks.
Oh, okay.
Because of his face. Actually, it's not like anything's wrong with his face. It's just clearly not what anybody expected. He kind of, his head, it looked like, because you know Batmite's body's like a 3-year-old fat baby. But then his head was exactly like Bruce Wayne's.
Oh, wow.
Like, and he just started laughing.
Oh, really? Batmite voiced by Pee-wee in Brave and the Bold.
Really?
Cartoon.
By
I never
saw
the Brave and the Bold cartoon.
Man kept working.
Yeah, even after that whole scandal.
Yeah.
Got out. And he's dead now.
He was the Penguin's father in
Gotham.
He was the Penguin's father in the second film with Danny DeVito.
Oh, I thought it wasn't.
That was him.
Yeah, I thought he was Penguin's father in Gotham, the TV show.
Yep.
Okay.
They did that as like an Easter egg.
Oh, okay. I saw that.
But Paul Rubin got around after Disney flushed him down the toilet. Oh, good for you. Toy Chic says he's watching Sinbad: The Golden Voyage. Have you seen the old Sinbad movies?
Yeah, we saw.
Where they seem to change actors every movie. Yes. Well, they got from the first to the third movie, the actor playing Sinbad got to be actually more Middle Eastern looking than in the first one.
No, I didn't know they did a Star Blazers live action film.
Yeah, Japan did it, but I mean, how do you cram a whole season into like an hour and a half? You know what I mean? It is like you get like 30 episodes of a show and half-hour episodes. It's like, oh, let's narrow that down real quick.
He didn't say it was a movie. He said they did a live action
film. You're talking about the film, right?
Oh,
Rich, I'm pretty sure you mean the film.
Flight of the Navigator, Cheech and Chong, Madballs, all had Pee-wee.
Yes, Cheech and Chong was in.
I never saw
he played the concierge in a hotel in a Cheech and Chong film. I don't remember which one it was though. He was in the hotel. They gave him a really hard time.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure was the best movie. That thing is so funny.
Big Top was awful though. The sequel.
Big Top wasn't
awful.
I don't know. It wasn't as good as the first one. I don't know if it was awful.
By like a mile. It wasn't as good. The first one.
No, it wasn't as good.
The first one is hilarious though, but the second one was just like, oh my God, what are you doing?
I'd rather see Big Top Pee-wee than anything in a movie theater today.
Probably. That's not fair though, because modern writing has really just gotten bad.
Yeah.
That's not
but
fair.
It's a shame when you can say you can pick like, okay, a song, let's say from the 80s, the decade of the 80s, and you can pick the worst song you, the worst song. And you're like, man, I'd rather hear that than anything on the radio right this second, or a movie from that decade, and I'd rather watch that than anything in the theater or TV show. I'd rather watch that than anything on TV. Saw a YouTube video about
Legends
the Turk
joining us.
Yep. How you doing, Legends? A chess playing robot that was secretly controlled by a chess master that beat Benjamin Franklin in the game. Okay.
What he's talking about is that the box and the guys inside the box. Just for clarification, it was it's a table, and there's the chessboard is on the table, and there's the it's supposed to be clockwork, and it's supposed to play chess, and this is in the 1700s, but there's actually a guy inside the bottom of that table with like mirrors and stuff and a pulleys or something, and he's actually playing chess. It's not clockwork at all. Is that the one you're talking about?
That sounds confusing. Mark is also watching the Cosby Show season 1, and it's not bad. It's all Bill Cosby, and he's pretty funny. Lots of
I
laughs.
haven't seen that since it was on the air.
Yeah, I've never seen that in reruns. We watched it when it was out. Yeah, but I never went back to see it. Yeah, he says you're correct.
Legend says I was right. Yeah, I've heard about that. He went. They traveled that.
K
thing
Munin
around.
is heading out. Enjoy the rest. Catch you again. Thank you, K Munin, for stopping in and chatting with us.
Santa says goodbye.
Ooh.
He knows when you are sleeping, and he knows
not with them eyes
when you're awake.
His eyes all rolled up in his head.
He's looking forward. He's looking forward.
Yeah, he looking something. He looking pretty weird to me.
Oh no, my poor Santa.
Yes, it was a live action theatrical movie, and it was bad.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was, but they'd have to rush the hell out of it, and you'd miss the whole point of the series because there's a lot of drama in that series.
The only way they can almost halfway do it decent is if they were to pick one season and kind of concentrate on that, but they probably took pieces from each season and merged it together.
Even just the first season, like I said, it's like what 30 or 30 plus episodes or something, and half-hour episodes, and you're going to cram that into like less than 2 hours and try to make sense of it. There's so much that happened in Star Blazers, and it's well written. The first 2 seasons, the third season, I didn't care for so much, honestly.
Yeah,
but I think they got away from the core of what made the show good. But the first 2 seasons, the original, the Trials of Ishkandar, and then the Comet Empire were really well written. They were really well written.
Mark want to know where you got that ridiculous Santa Claus.
That is a styrofoam head. It's styrofoam.
Oh,
and it is a wall decoration from 1950.
David said he didn't like the Star Blazers movie. They took too many liberties and made bad changes. Love the comic rat vids. Are you guys still collecting? Are you still reading? Yes.
Yes and yes.
We're still collecting and we're still reading. We haven't
been able to do
as
much.
We haven't bought as much as before. I don't think I bought a few last year, but not as much because we haven't been going to a lot of comic shows. Last year was kind of rough. So we didn't go to a lot of comic shows, but I got a couple of comics here and there, but I'm still reading. I mean, we got enough if we don't buy any more, we got enough to read for a couple of years.
And then I showed these earlier because I got these from Cherry Pickers, because Cherry Pickers comes to me to get a lot of books pressed.
Mm-hmm.
He want to get cleaned and pressed for him. And these are Marvel Comics 1949 romance titles, and they're both #1 issues.
Mm.
So Golden Age, #1 Marvel Comics romance titles. And so that's all I've gotten in a while. Actually, it's been a long time since I got any comic books. We might be able to make it to the Atlanta Comic Convention coming up on Sunday the 25th. And it'd be the first time we've been in there in more than a year.
Yeah.
So, because again, last year, the house was a big blessing.
Yes.
but the move was very difficult for us. It was just us.
Yeah, we had got some help twice,
With
which
the
was
really heavy furniture.
yeah, which was thank God. Some co-workers came and helped, and with the move. Like I said, once we got to the really heavy things, and they did it. I mean, we were here to help, and it was like, no, y'all get out of the way, and they moved everything and put it where all we had to do is point, and they put it exactly where we wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, they were a blessing. I thank them constantly for that. But you know, but we here now. Now we got kind of getting settled. Then we had my dad. That whole situation happened.
That was very hard.
And yeah, that was hard because we were just settling from the move. But then he came, but then it pushed everything back with the building of the other room.
Yeah.
So now we're getting back on our feet.
Back on track with that.
Yeah.
And then I can start working on toy room 2 and 3.
Yeah.
You know.
Saturday morning says that they're surprised we never had a live action something movie. Doraemon movie. That's going to be a nightmare. Oh God.
Oh, come on, guys.
What is going to be a nightmare?
He's talking about that Santa Claus. You guys and the Santa.
I'm telling you, man, it needs to go outside because it's one of them things you're going to start hearing noises at night, and then you're going to just see these eyes and they're going to start glowing and things like that. So, I don't know. So if I send you some independent titles that are really good, but you probably wouldn't look into, you think you might read them one day? Yeah.
We read everything eventually.
Yeah, we do read it. It goes into the to the pile because you know everything is like, okay, I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna read that. I am working in the new Batman Green Arrow question because that comes out once a month. So you can just read that in about 30 minutes. And you're done.
Yeah.
And then get back to what you was doing before. And now that I go out of town for work, I don't do nothing at nighttime. So I'm taking comics to read so I can catch up. And that's a good time to catch up because I got nothing I should do. Oh gosh, now I can't unsee that. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't make me make that the thumbnail.
Oh God.
Okay.
They made a live action Gatchaman after the first episode. Really? It was the first episode of Gatchaman live action. Okay.
Saturday morning sit wants to know if we're going to do a Valentine's special video with ads. I put up a commercial block already of Valentine's like a week ago. If you guys have seen it, it's going to be there. It's a new Valentine's commercials, like mostly 80s and 90s. There's a couple of earlier ones, but it's mostly 80s and 90s Valentine's commercials. As far as Valentine's specials, there's almost nothing out there. It's crazy.
One block on my channel I tried to find. You know, you download them, you try to put it up, and then they tell you, okay, you can't put up this, you can't put up that.
Yeah.
So you take them out, and then I think I was left with 2 or 3. They're on my channel with commercials. So you have that, but they are hard to find. And the ones that's out there, you can't post them because you get copyright.
They won't let you. They won't let you put them up. I mean, because obviously there's like there's a Charlie Brown Valentine one, and there's things like that, but you can't access them. You get in trouble. You'll get in trouble with ScrewTube. So yeah. I mean, and then other things, like I tried to find something for New Year's. There's nothing except for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Baby New Year, which is a Rankin Bass. You can't put that up. You can't. There's nothing for St. Patrick's Day except for another Rankin Bass, and you can't put that up. So it gets complicated. It gets complicated after a while. More luck with Christmas,
of course, and
Thanksgiving, Halloween, in that wheelhouse. And also, you put stuff up and then nobody sees it. I've literally got the only Mother's Day commercial, vintage 80s Mother's Day commercials block on YouTube. Nobody watches it. I've got the only one for St. Patrick's Day. I've got the only one for Thanksgiving. Seriously. And there are 3 Valentine's commercial blocks on YouTube. 2 of them are mine. Okay, that's how. But people aren't really looking for a lot of that.
No, is there a reason that the Santa Claus is in such great shape decades later?
He says there is a reason. They're picking on me.
Oh yeah, there's a reason.
Honestly, though, these are usually just destroyed because they're styrofoam. They're usually wrecked.
Oh no, I didn't even see the roundup. I don't know what's coming out, but the Falcon, no, I'm not a fan.
Not Falcon.
That. You said Falcon.
It's not Falcon.
Oh no, I didn't see nothing.
Black Hawk. They made a like Golden Age Black Hawk.
Oh, okay.
That's who it was.
Oh, okay.
And DC let him have all of his machine guns.
Oh.
And Stone Sour made a donation to the channel. Thank you, Stone Sour.
Yeah, because he said that Santa can be a mask for a horror movie.
Oh no. And Patrick is joining us. Glad you could make it.
Popeye had a Valentine's special as well as the Chipmunks and Smurf had too.
Can't put them on.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like with certain of the Christmas ones are no longer proprietary and things like that, so they don't care. But with a lot of those types, like what you talked about, Chipmunks, Smurfs, try putting them up. Try putting them up. They'll shut your channel down.
Because Smurfs got a really good Christmas one.
Oh yeah, the first Christmas one that they did is fantastic.
Yeah,
I love it, and I love the Smurfs anyways.
Sesame Street had New Year's specials. Yeah, you ain't putting that up.
No, so it gets complicated.
Yeah.
But other things like with certain older Christmas ones, you could do a lot better. Yeah, that's a good idea. Toy Chic says you're going to do a best purchases of 2025s. Could be just toys or whatever. Best pickups 2025.
Yes, yeah.
I think we did one for last year. I think we did do one for last year if we have time. If we time is always the factor.
You got to remember what you bought. Shoot.
Or if we can find it.
Yeah.
Remember, we had to pack a lot of stuff up.
Yeah.
And
a lot of stuff did get packed up.
A lot of stuff got packed up, and it's like, where the hell is it? So there you go. I was thinking about doing a Grail list, a top 10 wish list. But as far as picks-ups, if we can even find everything, I think most of my stuff's out by now, that you can look around and find it.
Yeah.
But a lot of her stuff is probably still packed up, so I don't know if she could even find it.
Oh, yeah. So Mark is saying that he's working on his best pickups for 2025. We forgot to say, Mark does have a YouTube channel. It's called Toy Chic. So make sure you go over. And by now, many of you probably have, because it seems like everybody here is the normal ones. So you probably did see it already. Well, go by and log on to his channel and give him a like and a subscribe.
Let me just go here real quick, because somebody's asking about a couple of those things. Let me see here. What you want, the Valentine's? Vintage Valentine's commercials. Here, this is the one that I just did. I'll put the link on here for you so you can see it. Because where was that? Yeah, Road Pink says, could you put the links? Come on. So this is the Valentine's commercials. I'll throw that link on there. And let me know if there's any of the other ones you want, but they should be in the playlists too. If you go on my channel and you look in the playlists, I've got a playlist with commercials, and I've got a playlist with like cartoon specials that I put together, things like that.
Yeah, and I also have the same thing on my channel.
She's got similar things on her channel.
So it's a playlist of vintage cartoons and commercials. And like I said, I have Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's, and I might try and look for some more this year, but they are hard because once you find them, you run it through YouTube and then they tell you it's banned.
You know,
and I had to drop off a lot, and some
yeah,
of them were really good. I'm like, man, this one is real good. I'd never seen it. So I try to find like old ones from like the 30s and 40s, because if you find those, you can usually get by.
I think I'm the only one that has a collection of Easter commercials too. And it's like as big as YouTube is, that's kind of surprising.
mhm.
You know, I don't see other people with Easter blocks or the Superman peanut butter. I've got a block of Superman peanut butter commercials with Superman appearing in them. And you don't see that either. You know what I mean?
I miss primetime specials and that CBS special presentation bumper that came on before them. Dukes of Hazzard will not be seen tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Instead, we will have Garfield Halloween or Garfield Christmas or
Excuse me.
something like that.
Yeah, holiday special.
What animal line are you going to add to your collection in 2026? You might not remember the brands, but do you remember a figure you've seen
Toy Chic
on the
wants to
roundup?
know.
I know the
Animal
brands.
line?
No, like I'm really getting away from the newer lines.
Modern
So
stuff.
those animal lines, I really do like them. I doubt it if I'll ever get any of them.
Mhm.
But I do like them. I do like the way they look. And I would love to see like somebody on YouTube that does like a diorama, or they have them and they got them on display. I think if you buy the different brands and kind of put them together, like group them together and then they battle with each other, I think that'll look real cool. You can put together a whole storyline with the different characters battling with each other. I think that would look good. But new figures, I honestly haven't seen a new figure that, except for that Michael Jackson, and I'm not getting that Michael Jackson, but except for the Michael Jackson, I haven't seen a new figure in all of 2025 that I can say, yeah, I want to go out and buy that. I haven't seen one. Now, I did get a poster off a sideshow. I had some sideshow money. You know, when you buy stuff, they give you some money back. I did that and I bought a poster. I think I bought 2 posters from Sideshow this year because I had credit. And if you don't use that credit, they take it from you. So I bought some posters and I got one coming in a couple of days and I got another one. But as far as figures, I don't think I've seen anything that I really want. Not new. I'm still working on some older stuff. I got the Bucky O'Hare line when I was at one of the shows. I can't remember. I want to say it was Joe Lanta, I think. Somebody had all of the Bucky O'Hares. So I got that, but they got a vehicle, but the vehicle is expensive. I want to get that. I want to work on some of the vehicles for Toxic Crusader. I want to get that. Some other stuff that I have, and I honestly, some of the things is like to remember. I have to look at my catalog because I catalog everything to even see, because I forgot I had the Bucky O'Hare until I looked. I was looking it up, and then I looked on my catalog, and I was like, "Oh man, I got all of the carded figures." So I to buy anything right now, I think that's why I'm really slowing down, because I can't even see the stuff right now. Do you remember the commercial or ad with the Indian crying at the end? Yeah.
Rich wants to know. I have those. I can't put them up because if I try to, it'll get blocked because of the music copyrights. YouTube won't let me play them.
Oh, really? You buy a lot of those? And they are amazing and do fit together with lots of lines. Yeah, because the size looks good. I love the styling. They have like that Roman gladiator feel. Some of them do. Or they kind of feel like post-apocalyptic. So the scaling is good. And with all of the companies that do like those 3D printed backgrounds, I think you can really do a lot and make some nice stuff out of them. I love I like all of them. All of the animal ones, from what David has shown, I've liked them. I don't think there's any of them I don't like. But
yeah,
I don't see myself buying any of them.
I like the ones that look like they're from feudal Japan.
Those are nice.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm not going to invest in them.
Yeah.
Frankly.
I really like the ones that give you that gladiator look. And you have the lions. It's so many. I like the lion ones, though.
Or tiger.
Oh, yeah, the tiger.
Yeah, tiger.
Bucky or here, new figures, you need Jenny, who was never made in, they didn't never made Jenny?
Said they never made Jenny with the
I got
line.
time for that.
I remember I used to have the complete Bucky O'Hare line, and I picked them up in the dollar store back in the 90s.
He had everything.
Yeah, well, not everything, but I had a lot of stuff. I just don't anymore.
I got to see what you have, Mark, because I love them. But I really want to see them in a diorama form, because I can appreciate just looking at them like in an unboxing. I can appreciate that. But I think they would just be better appreciated if they were in a diorama and some action poses, not by themselves, but with other figures. I think it would really just like, oh my God, this looks good. I think that'll really be nice. They planned to make her, but never did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jenny.
Yeah. I got the whole.
She lost her favorite penny. I gave her $1. She kissed me and I hollered.
I know where that's from.
So where's that from? Anybody paying attention?
Knows.
Jenny, she lost her favorite penny. So I gave her $1. She kissed me and I hollered.
Everybody typing it into Google right now.
Oh, you're all cheating.
So they can tell you where that came
Nobody knows where that came from off the top of their head except
Google
me.
knows. And they're going to all type it into Google.
They might know it, it might not. It might screw that up too. And come up with something crazy because Google doesn't know a lot. You remember when I tried to look up that Santa and it told me it was knee pads.
Yes, because you took the picture.
Yeah,
and you tried to upload the picture.
Yeah, you take a picture. You take a picture of Santa Claus and Google AI says, "Oh, those are clearly knee pads."
I never used that feature, but I know on a commercial it works perfectly. You take a picture of something, and then it tells you where it's from. Yes. Have those figures from Fruit of Japan and the gladiators you talk about. Also, the lion vid on the channel. All are amazing. With many lines at the end of each video.
So Toy Chic is really enjoying those.
I'm glad you like it.
That's good though.
Yeah, I'm really glad you like it.
There was a guy who I was talking to that tried to use that to identify a trailer that he had. A trailer, and it told him it was a crossbow.
Like a vehicle trailer?
Yeah, like a trailer you hitch up to the back of a car, and it said it was a medieval crossbow. So
must be the angle.
Oh yeah, that's all. That must be it.
Pepsi ads versus Coke ads. I don't really remember Pepsi ads like all that. I guess because I'm from South Carolina.
The Coca-Cola ads were better. The vintage ones were better because a lot of the earlier Pepsi ads that you remember were them talking about how they were better than Coke all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Coke ads weren't going down that road at the time until they were better than Coke because of New Coke, which everybody hated, which everyone by now knows the Coca-Cola company did that on purpose to make people want old Coke back, and then they didn't care.
Didn't Michael Jackson head burn up during a Coke video?
Pepsi.
Oh, it was a Pepsi commercial?
It was a Pepsi
And his
commercial.
hair
And
catch on fire?
the firework ignited the grease in his hair.
Yeah, because he had Jerry curls.
Yeah, Jerry
and
curls.
his head caught on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, he wasn't that bad. They made fun of him savagely though.
They
like
did.
Like on Saturday Night Live, Eddie Murphy show. Was it Eddie Murphy? I'm trying to remember, saying that he's going to use a rhinestone studded oven mitt instead of a glove now. Oh no.
Also, new thing, collecting fully now, vintage COC. Oh wow. I know you've mentioned before you like them, but I'm wow.
Oh, wow, okay. The cereal boxes.
Oh,
Toy Chic is getting really into
gosh.
cereal boxes.
I looked online.
Some of them are very expensive.
Yeah, because I looked online after I got that little vibe, and what killed it for me, I went on eBay and I saw those prices because I put in all of the ones that I really wanted, like strawberry rainbow bright.
Ralston
all
had
of
a
them.
lot of those, and they're very expensive now.
Yeah, they are.
G.I.
Oh,
Joe, Strawberry
wow.
Shortcake, C-3POs, a lot of that. Ghostbusters with the hologram boxes.
Yes.
And yeah, there's a lot of that stuff. It's really, really popular now.
Yeah, because I think by all of the lunch boxes I want, the TV trays that I want, I would love to get some more. And I know if I was to really put forth effort and look, I would find some cheap. Because, you look around and somebody got it on bids and nobody's watching it. And then you be the only one that bid on it. And then you get it for $10. And yeah.
Freaky's cereal, man, those are expensive.
Oh,
Freaky's,
yeah.
oh God, yeah, Freaky cereal. Because I've gone back and looked at them myself, and it's like, oh no way. Or any of the earlier Monster cereal ones can be very, very expensive.
Yeah, last year, 2025, I didn't do too much with my collecting. Like I said earlier, it was so much going on. I didn't put a lot of time and effort into collecting.
Yeah.
With everything going on, but I wrote down some things that I wanted to focus on collecting wise for 2026. So I'm hoping to get on that. And I thought about it I wrote it up, I think right before New Year's or on New Year's Day or something like that. And then since then I've thought about a couple of other things. So I wrote out a list of some things that I want to really focus on. And then I want to do that and kind of chip away at some things. But as far as new figures, and when I say new, I'm talking about modern figures. I don't really see myself getting into anything, but new lines. Right now, I don't know. I got some lines already started, and some of them I'm kind of finished with. I need a couple of pieces to finish.
And I've tried really hard to just stay away from the modern stuff too. I show it on the roundup, but because some of it's interesting, but I don't want to spin off into any of that.
Okay, so Sylvan loved the Tina Turner and David Bowie commercials. Dr. Pepper had a Pepper and even Popeye is in an ad.
Yeah, you're trying to
catch up. Yeah. Just a few. Donkey Kong cereal, Gremlins, Super Rare, Transformers go for high prices, but Addams Family and Batman 89s are still cheap. Batman 89 is out there a lot. Yeah. So you can find them, but it's just a few of them but I never had, and growing up, we never had those cereal boxes, and I never seen them before until I was an adult. I mean, it was like, I don't know if my parents got stuck on, okay, we only buy these certain brands, but the only things that came in the house was like Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
You were lucky.
Captain Crunch.
At least yours was name brand.
Yeah, Captain Crunch. We got
there's
Tony the Tiger, and with some 3. The pop, snap,
Snap,
crackle,
crackle, and
pop.
pop.
Hey, raccoon, I snap, crackle, pop.
I got the store brand Snap, crackle, and pop, and I got the store brand cornflakes with powdered milk. Powdered milk. You cannot mix powdered milk. I don't care what you tell me. You need dynamite to mix powdered milk. And it's so it would have like, it was like putting cornflakes in water with white clumps, flavorless white clumps in it. It was horrible.
My mom would buy my brother Wheaties and Total cereal. And that's all he ate. When she bought that, that was for him only. Nobody else ate and it was, I don't think it was ever said you can't eat the Wheaties or the Total, but nobody did. She only fixed it for him.
Nobody wanted that shit. That's why.
but for some reason, she would buy just the regular old cornflakes. I don't know why, because it sat there for the longest until it was done. And then she kind of calmed that down a little bit and got the stuff that went fast. But she wouldn't give him even the regular cornflake. It was Wheaties and Total. That's it. That's all that boy ate. And yeah, but I never seen the cereal boxes. I don't remember going grocery shopping when I was a kid. My parents went. My dad did the grocery shopping, actually. He did the grocery shopping. And then when I became a teenager, I did the grocery shopping. He would take me to the grocery store. He would sit in the front, and I would go and buy all of the grocery and then, pick it out. And then when I got to the register, they told me the price. He came up and paid. Mm-hmm. And that's how that went. Modern, open, and vintage seal. That's the way now. Modern is so open. Trust me, guys.
It's so
makes
good.
you feel like a kid again.
Yeah. And Stone Sour made another donation.
Business malpractice for no one to make Dino Riders.
Dino Riders.
But see, the thing with
Swamp Ape.
Hey, Swamp Ape, how are you? The modern. If it's remade, I don't get a feeling. Like when I see the animal ones that he showed, it's like, oh wow, that looks cool. Mm-hmm. But if it's a remake of, like, let's say the Masters or the Turtle, it's like, oh, okay. And that's it. It's no feeling there. It's not like, oh man, like I said, when I see the animal ones, I guess because they've never been made.
Yeah, it's a new
then
new
it's like,
IP.
oh man, that looks pretty cool. Then you can talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
And
then just how I felt when I showed the 200X pre-orders that are up for Masters of the Universe, and I'm like, oh look, it's Prince Adam again. It's Skeletor again. And then the Transformers this week. The NFL Transformers that turn into football helmets. And I'm like, wow, you're scraping the barrel here. That's really digging, guys.
Yeah.
That's really digging, Hasbro.
I remember the toys and getting yelled at for sticking your hand in the box to pull them out. I actually did the games on the back. They had like the crossword puzzles.
So cool.
Yeah, because you just sat there while you was eating and you read the back of the box and you did the little game on the back, the maze, and the Captain Crunch had the soggies, and you had to find this and all kinds of stuff. And it was like something to do while you were eating the cereal. Instantly thought of the Total cereal commercial from
AMH was
Hey, AMH,
Total cereal.
how are you?
Oh, hey, and Saturday Morning still has the Garfield bike reflector.
Oh my God.
That's from Post Cereals, right? And there's a huge series of those because they were done in 5 different colors with 3 different facial expressions,
Mhm.
and then they were reissued later in like
Good to see
day
you too.
in day glow colors, like fluorescent pink, fluorescent green, and stuff like that. So that's a huge kettle of fish. But they did a lot of
Oh.
those. They also did Fred Flintstone bike reflectors. They did a robot. They did Sugar Bear. But yeah, I mean, huge collections of stuff. And don't even get me started on the honeycomb license plates, because they had a different plate for each state.
Oh
and
boy.
then they issued those in different colors like 5 or 6 different times over a period of years. So
Wheaties was good. Betty Boop is entering public domain.
oh yeah, legends. So there'll be a Betty Boop horror movie any second now.
Had the Garfield bike reflectors too since AM. And
Yeah,
Stone
that stuff
Sour
is cool.
Stone Sour wants to know who's on the Wheaties box nowadays.
Who's on the
LeBron
Wheaties
James.
box? Oh God, who cares?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I saw someone left you a comment that wasn't feeling you. Little shocked to see a comment like that. What do you think? I didn't see the comment. I don't be reading.
I didn't see it. Some a mod probably pulled it if it was nasty.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah, Penny or Jenny lost her favorite penny. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Oh my God.
De La Soul. De La Soul, Jenny. She lost her favorite penny.
Nobody listens to De La Soul.
So I gave her. This is the last good hip hop album.
I don't know about that.
Before it got super vulgar. Okay, before it started going down that road.
Oh, yeah.
De La Soul is about close to the end of when it was still decent.
Mm-hmm. Cab Calloway that caught my attention since this year started with a rotoscoping process.
Legends talking. I remember Cab Calloway. He was Scat Man. He used to do scat.
Oh yeah. Has Angel Reese on it now. Why? Because they always put athletes on the cover of Wheaties.
Well, they have Angel Reese on it because there's a whole agenda behind that we don't want to get into.
Well, they always put athletes on it.
It should be
a popular athlete. So I guess.
Or they want you to think she is, anyways.
Well, we don't know because we don't watch sports.
People love to hate her. Let's put it that way. They love to hate her because she's very arrogant. But yeah, that was always a big thing with Wheaties. That was always the thing with Wheaties, going all the way back to
the cereal of champions.
Yeah, going all the way back to the 50s. Mr. T, no, he had his own cereal though.
Yeah, he had his own cereal. Mr. T cereal.
Mr. T's. And what's funny is when I think I'm the only one that has this too on YouTube. I've got a block of vintage Burger King commercials, like 60s, 70s, 80s, including the original Burger King commercial, the very first one. And in that block is a Mr. T Burger King commercial demanding a Whopper. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't have it. Like, I only have the one cereal box, and I looked for it, but I guess I kind of forgot after I saw those prices. It kind of took the wind out of that sale.
Well, we got a lot of irons in the fire too, because there's a lot of our collections are a piece of this and a piece of that. So it's like, do we want to open up another can of worms and then start looking for yet another line of things? You know what I mean? Because it's like, I've got lines now I can't finish that. And that's part of, if I do a Grail video, that's part of what I'll talk about. I've got several lines. I need like 1 or 2 more items and they're done. If you can find them. It's practically impossible. Many of the pieces, it's like, where the hell, Toy Chic likes the Seinfeld credit card commercials, top tier with Superman. Those are hilarious. And also the Office linebacker commercials for Reebok.
Yeah, the
Terry Tates.
Yeah,
those are really good. Those are really funny.
Those are funny.
Those are really funny.
Mr. T Whoppers. I pity the fool that doesn't like Burger King Whoppers.
Yeah, because he's in character. Because he's always in character. Mr. T, no matter what he does, he's Mr. Freaking T. But I've only got the one, but it's in that commercial block, and it's pretty funny. It's kind of funny to see him there. I think I got one Webster.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you gonna do?
And you know what else they did, Mark? They did. I got one of these. It's like a gummy bear, but they did it for the various characters. So I got one for Care Bears. So it's not a Care Bears cereal box. It's like a candy box. It looks like a cereal box.
It's like the Care Bears fruit roll up.
Yeah, like fruit roll ups
right.
or gummies or something. And it's like, next best thing. So you always got that.
They're not on eBay at all. Those are not out there. Those boxes. Saturday morning, Dead Betty
Are you serious?
Movie already filmed. Oh no! Come on, Saturday morning.
Oh,
get out of here!
No, you're joking. You gotta be. I really stopped pretty much collecting, other than the custom 12-inch figures.
Yeah, because I mean, there's only so many rabbit holes you can get drugged down. And then, there's the budget and
not joking
things that you can't find. Yeah. You'll never be able to finish them. You'll never be able to, like I said, I'm already suffering from stuff that I'll never be able to find.
And the one thing that gets me, because we watch a lot of the vintage cartoons, like right now we're watching Silverhawk. So then it's like, man, I would like to get the Silverhawk. And every time I watch a cartoon, that's how I got into the Bucky O'Hare.
Yeah.
That's how I got into the Toxic Crusader. That's how I got into the Jason the Wheel Warrior, the Exo Squad. It's so many, because I watched the cartoon and I'm like, oh man, I gotta be a toy for that. And of course it is.
Oh man,
the Defenders of the Earth.
Kenner Silverhawks will kill you. They're insanely expensive.
I mean, the only good thing about that, you got Super 7 that made the Silverhawk, so you can always do that. But watching those cartoons, it really makes you want the toy line.
You want a piece of it.
Yeah. Minnie Mouse horror movie done. Oh, I think I heard about that Minnie Mouse one. I think I heard about that. It was another one. A video, a cartoon line that I was thinking about getting into, because just watching those cartoons, it's like, man, I don't want to watch a new cartoon because I want to get into that figure. I know the one been hunting the Shark Bites fruit snack box forever with the white shark. Ooh.
Yeah, she's got the one with Care Bears, and I've never seen one anywhere. I try to look it up on eBay. It's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silverhawks, Stone Sour says Silverhawks had a great theme song. They really did. They put a lot of effort into it. You can tell.
We got a cat channel.
Yeah.
There's a channel just for the cat.
Yeah, let me put it on here.
You're gonna link the video.
Well, no, I'll just put the name of the channel.
Okay.
If you look on eBay, if you look on YouTube. It'll be you messed me up.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you took me off of the comment section.
Oh,
I can't type. Go.
Yeah, Exo Squad has ties to Robotech with the toy line. Yeah, they do.
And so just click it so that it'll pop up on the screen there. Stray Cat Sanctuary 1945. And I can't do I don't have a lot of time to do too many videos there. I'm gonna put it back up so they can see.
Oh, well, I'm trying to
just let them see that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then but I do get shorts up. Like we got 17 we're taking care of right now, because that feral mama she's moved in under our shed and has been bringing the kittens around now. So one of them is starting to get comfortable. They're still tiny little things, but that gives us 17 we're caring for.
Mm-hmm. How about a right guard ads where the pilot got grounded for taking away right guard, left them defenseless?
I don't remember that one, Sylvan. I don't remember that.
No Blondie
or Tintin
Horror. I know.
Please. Well, Tintin's not that old.
Loved Shark Bites.
Yeah, I would hate to see anybody interfere with Tintin.
Really, Professor Rock did an 80s cartoon theme video, and the singer of Gummy Bears theme was
Really?
The band who, yeah, really.
Really?
I watched Professor Rock. I didn't see that one. I'm gonna
Well,
go look
he does
for
a
it.
lot of stuff though.
Yeah.
So it's and Toy Chic says he's been watching Sky Surfers.
I think they made Motu New Adventures.
I don't know if we've
something.
seen Sky. We've seen Sky Commanders and
Sky Commander bought that darn toy line because I saw the cartoon.
She does have the
it.
Sky Commanders, yeah.
Yep, love the cartoon. So I bought the toy line. So I hate watching new cartoons, but I'm not getting those Silverhawks though because they cost too much.
I have like 3 original Kenner Silverhawks on the card, and I don't know if I can get any more. They're just too expensive. Or other things like the Brave Star. I don't know if I'll ever be able to finish Brave Star because there's so many really rare exclusive figures.
Not unless you win the lottery.
Yeah, like for example, there's and I've talked about this one before. Like they did with Tripwire from GI Joe. He's on an orange card. Is an orange Tripwire, and he comes with a cassette tape. They did that with Brave Star too. The thing's like $1,500.
Oh, AM has a cat colony.
Okay.
I have about 16. I relocated one from my job, and he's integrating with the very, very well.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
Yeah, we got again with Feral Mama and the kittens. We got 17. Yeah, Saturday morning says Tiger Sharks. I don't have any Tiger Sharks.
I don't think
I wish I did.
Tiger Sharks.
I wish I did. But yeah, it's another LJN line, and they're pretty hard to come by. Like the Thundercats, I used to have the entire Thundercats line carded and boxed. I don't have any of it anymore. It's all lost, except for I've got 3 pieces, and it's like some of those figures are thousands now. I can't. I had the Thunderwing Lion-O figure on the card and the Luna Lasher Mumra on the card. And I've talked to people that don't even know those existed. They're thousands now. There's no way I could possibly replace a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I did get the 3030 from Ramen Toys. So
hasn't come yet.
It hasn't come out yet. But so I'll have them. Hey, Obi-Wan. How are you?
Ooby Dooby.
Oh, yeah, Ooby. Okay. I don't know why I got Obi-Wan. Sky Surfer Strike Force was really cool show that had apparently rare niche, I think, looking figures from Bandai.
Nice looking, yeah.
Okay.
Saturday morning said Tiger Sharks was the second Thundercat spinoff.
I never saw Tiger Sharks.
Yeah. And we're actually watching Silverhawks now.
Yeah, Silverhawks is
it's a fun show. It's a fun show.
It's pretty good. I like it. I like Tallyhawk the best. He the only one to get something done.
Yeah. It's like they could get rid of the rest of the Silverhawks and just get 5 more Tallyhawks and they'll be fine. Because the Silverhawks just seem to screw everything up and get captured over and over and over.
Galaxy. We saw Galaxy Rangers, not Saber Riders though. Yeah, they love
naturally Brave Star.
Yeah, cartoons.
There's certain things from Brave Star, like the Brave Star and 3030 2-pack, and the Brave Star, like I was explaining, they made a carded Brave Star with a cassette tape, and it's like $1,500, $1,700. There's no way.
That makes no sense.
There's no way that I could afford to track all of that stuff down. There's more than one version of the town playset because they have the Fort Carrium, and then there's a smaller version of Fort Carrium that's like half size the box. It's so expensive trying to find any of it, and it's like we have a lot of stuff because we're very savvy and we find great deals and we do trades and we do stuff like that. Otherwise, there's no way we can afford all this stuff.
Yeah, Ramen showed unpainted prototype of Tex Hex.
Okay.
The Outlaw.
The Outlaw.
Yeah, Silverhawks is a little darker. Then Thundercats. Copper Kid is annoying. No, Copper Kid isn't bad. I don't know what he's talking about with all that whistling going on, but he's all right.
Stone Sour, we have it on disc. The Silverhawks, we have it on. Yeah, we have it on DVD. We prefer to own it if we can. We prefer to own it if we can.
Yeah, I know it's on Tubi because I've seen it listed on Tubi. But yeah, we got the DVD, so we watched that on Fridays. Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, I remember that.
I
hated that episode. That's the only that two-parter with Sherlock Holmes Saturday morning is the only episode of Brave Star I can honestly sit there and say I didn't like that one. And Stone Sour made a donation for our kitty cats. Thank you, Stone Sour.
We watched the Sherlock Holmes cartoon after that. It was. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah,
it
felt unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's like it didn't have to be Sherlock Holmes. They could have done something else. I don't know. It was
okay.
It was okay. Just Brave Star was pretty good.
Yeah.
Between for Filmation for that time period. Between Brave Star and Masters of the Universe, I'd have to say Brave Star was a better show because it was more sophisticated. Masters of the Universe was fun. And the continuity was really good. The motion and the drawing and the color saturation and everything was really top notch. So was Brave Star, but Masters was clearly for a younger audience.
Yeah.
And Brave Star was directed at an older audience, even though Deputy Fuzz, his voice was annoying as hell.
Yeah,
but Fuzz was annoying, but the writing was a bit more sophisticated, so it makes it more interesting.
Saturday Supercade only cartoon on DVD is Cubert, no Donkey Kong or Frogger. I think I just saw the Pac-Man cartoon. I want to say it's on Tubi. Copper Kid is my Tila.
Okay, I like Copper Kid.
I see that.
Why? Because he whistles.
I guess I don't know what he's talking about. Everybody else does. Even the time guy know what he was talking about. It's like how everybody can understand you, but not the audience. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think cartoons exploded in the 80s because of deregulation, allowing cartoons to be basically toy commercials wrapped in kids' entertainment.
Says nostalgic.
That is true, and a lot of parents,
some of them were still really well written, though. It depends.
Yeah, a lot of parents got on them for that, but some of them had like messages, and the parents got mad about that too. Didn't want them educating your kids. You can't use cartoons. That's why Schoolhouse Rock got.
Yeah.
It's like, why wouldn't you want your kids to be educated?
Yeah. And Schoolhouse Rock.
You ain't educating them now, but we're not talking about that.
Schoolhouse Rock was brilliant. That was a great series.
I wish I had saw the math one when I was a kid, because God, I struggled with math. But then we saw it, and I'm like, why didn't I see this as a kid? I would have been so much better at math.
That's where I learned my multiplication tables. I didn't learn it in school.
I learned it in school, but not like that. Boy, they made it so simple.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, why didn't I learn it this way in school? They taught you like, I don't know, the hard way, not the easy way. Tiger Shark was shown as part of an anthology show called The Comic Strip, also featuring such as Street Frogs, Karate Cat, and Monster Camp.
Monster Camp. I don't remember Monster Camp. I remember Karate Cat. I don't remember Monster Camp though.
I don't remember Street Frogs.
Doobie there telling us.
Yeah, killed the kid in one episode,
Saturday morning.
Drug episode.
Well, Brave Star didn't kill him, but yeah, he died. That's right.
Yeah. Big screen. Oh, Brave Star had a movie? Really?
Oh, thank you, Boxer.
Thank you.
He said he also subscribed to the Stray Cat Sanctuary. I appreciate it.
Oh, Japan had that and no one cared. They still do today. Yep. Because no one cares.
No one cares. But yeah, again, I try to be more regular with the cat videos on Stray Cat Sanctuary. Put up mostly shorts. I do independent videos from time to time, or I try to showcase a particular cat. Like I talk I did one talking exclusively about Miss Kitty and one exclusively about Granny Smith. And Granny Smith, who's not feeling well, she got injured somehow and had a deep cut in her back, and it got infected. And so she had to be treated, and she has to take antibiotics, and she has to have an ointment put on her back now. And she does not like that at all. But yeah, it got infected and it was bad.
Yes,
it was bad. It's like, oh my God, she's gonna freaking die. But because you know that smell. If you know the smell I'm talking about, it's like, oh no, what happened to you? But we don't know what happened to her. If one of the other cats injured her, perhaps it's on her back, or is there a loose staple or underneath a piece of furniture or something? I wish I could find out, because I'm really worried for her. But and plus the medication ain't cheap either.
Don't sound good. $2.
Thank you, Stone Smower, for poor little Granny Smith.
Brave Star, the movie, bombed at the box office, and
he says it's on YouTube. Saturday Morning says it's on YouTube. And then Granny Smith. I mean, she's disabled anyways, because her elbow was broken so badly before we had her that it never healed properly, and so she lurches when she walks. She walks with a permanent limp. She's not in pain or anything, but she can't walk properly. So she's already has a tough enough time, and hates she won't let any other cat near her, and she really hates Daniel. And she will single Daniel out. And Daniel's a nice guy.
Daniel's a bully.
Daniel's a nice kitty.
Have you seen the cartoon Cool McCool? It started playing in the background the other day. Thought it was Rocky and Bull.
Cool McCool.
I never heard of that one.
That sounds familiar, Toy Chic. I don't remember though.
Okay, not in complete DVD set.
I see.
The Brave Star movies in the best of the Brave Star set.
I don't know which one I have. I don't know which set I have.
I don't think the movie was in there.
We watched it on disc.
Thank you, Raccoon.
Thank you, Raccoon Eyes. Made a donation to the channel also. I have to assume it's for the kitty fund to help us with our.
It's for you to get some socks, drawers, and undershirts.
They are not making donations for me to get socks.
Socks,
okay?
drawers, and undershirts.
It's for my
like Get Smart.
Is it like Secret Chimp?
Or that
Mr.
Magoo. Oh, you tried to get us to watch that. Even you couldn't take Mr. Magoo.
Because it's not how I remembered it when I was a kid. And so I watched Mr. Magoo when I was like, yeah, this is too adolescent. I can't get into it.
Yeah, that was awful.
I can't get into it. Secret Chimp was from the late 60s, and it was actual live action chimpanzees, and they gave them voices. But
hope for a smooth recovery for Granny Smith. Caring for them can be stressful, worrying so much, and when they fight you every step of the way, trying to help them.
Yeah, AMH knows what I'm talking about. She does not like it, and you can tell because she wants the attention. Because anytime I sit down anywhere, she materializes on top of my foot.
Yeah, she like to lay on your foot.
She lays on my foot.
Reason.
And that she must be so mad at me, like, why are you rubbing this garbage on my back? Why are you making me eat this powder? And I can just imagine what must be going through her poor little mind.
Yeah, and I'm sure it tastes bad, so she doesn't lick it off. So that's good.
Yeah, the cream. Yeah, she don't want to lick the cream off, but she knows it's there, and she walks around and she looks over her shoulder and stops and looks over her shoulder like something's touching her. And it's like, oh, like, what did you do to me, jackass? She must be so pissed off at me. I feel bad. But I mean, you have to do it. You have to do it. Infections like that kill an animal.
Yeah.
So I just wish I knew what happened to her exactly.
But we started watching.
What did we start watching?
The Walking Dead, the Rick and Michonne series.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's pretty good. Hey, Turk.
Tuck. Is there best wishes for Granny Smith? Thank you. Santa thanks you. Santa thanks you. Yeah, you thought I forgot about this. Santa. Everybody's like, oh no. He knows when you are sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Nobody want to see that crazy
I
thing.
always feel
But anyway,
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
we're watching the Rick and Michonne series. And I'm glad for it because it explained what happened to Rick all those years, those 8 years.
8 years.
And then I feel bad for him because he is completely terrified. They broke him down. No huge spoilers. I need to finish it, please.
Oh, you're watching it, Toy? She's watching it. Okay.
So yeah, because we're on. It's only.
I don't know how many episodes
I think
it is.
6 episodes.
Because it's not like when we were kids and a season was 32 episodes.
Yeah, so it's only 6 episodes, and we're on episode 4. So we got 2 more to go.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say any more, but it's really good.
Okay.
And I saw so far only 1 episode of the Daryl Dixon, and that first episode was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a guy at work, he's seen all of the Walking Deads, all of those, and he was like, to understand what's going on, you got to watch all of them. So, like, The Walking Dead, The Fear of the Walking Dead explains what's going on with Rick, with that whole group. And then, you know, then Daryl and Michonne and Maggie, all of those different spin-offs all kind of connect. So you kind of got to watch them. I'm glad there are that they have y'all. I wish everyone would do their part to help the kittens out there.
Hey, thank you, AMH. I try. I really try. I mean, we went through a lot of trouble, especially because when we moved, I was taking care of a clouder that I had already captured and had all of them TNVR'd. And when we moved, I couldn't leave them behind. So I caught them all and brought them here so I can continue to take care of them. Because I was like, you know, some of them I've been taking care of for years back there. They don't live in the house. They're a feral outdoor cats, but they trust me. And so I was just like, it would just be irresponsible for me to just be like, oh, well, your cats will be all right. No, you know, they rely on me too much.
Rob Weir from the Grateful Dead just passed away. Bob Weir. Weir.
Okay.
He just passed away. And then, you know, with a lot of these artists, you're just like, you need to go sit down somewhere because you just can't do it anymore. And you're killing what you had, to me. And that's my opinion. You're killing what you had.
Rod Stewart and Paul McCartney and some of these guys.
Frankie Valli sleeping on stage, standing up.
It's fraudulent anyways. A lot of people don't understand, like, what was it, Pat Benatar? And they were like, oh, but she still sounds great. And it's like, no, she doesn't. She's got a ghost singer. She's got an alternate singer that's backstage that sings in time with her. And when they get the notes that she's not capable of, the technician switches it. And so you're hearing another singer and you don't know. They're all cheating you. Even when Kiss retired because they were caught, they weren't even playing the instruments. They were faking the instruments too. It was
they were miming.
It was a mime act. They weren't singing or playing. And it's like, so some of these guys, they just need to stop. They're greedy. Bruce Springsteen and his skinny jeans falling down on stage and can't get up. And then people, there's film clips of this from people's cell phones. There's dozens of them on YouTube where he falls down and he's like a turtle and he's rolling because he's so fat and he's crammed into his jeans. Like he had to jump off the roof while 2 people held the jeans out the window to get him in. And it's like, you don't sound the same. You don't look the same. Just stop. You're either really greedy or you can't let it go.
Yeah, that key light reflection.
And then there's Frankie Valli.
No.
That's a whole different story because of all the guys that are out there that should have, like, long time ago, just stopped and just retired and had some dignity. Frankie Valli, I think it has full-blown dementia. And he's on stage because someone's making him do it. And he doesn't know where the hell he is. Look at him in the video clips. He looks terrified in the video clips. He's just looking around like this, and his lips aren't even moving, but you can hear his voice, and he's just looking, and it's like he doesn't know where the hell he is. Somebody's taking advantage of that man.
Cyndi Lauper said it's time to quit singing as she isn't as good as she used to
And
be.
she was never good, so that'll tell you something. Cyndi Lauper was never that great.
She was okay.
She was okay. She's iconic. I'll give her that.
She is iconic.
But I didn't think she was a great singer. I don't think she was a great singer.
Yeah, I only remember 3 songs from her. Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Time After Time, and True Colors.
Time After Time and True Colors are good songs.
Yeah.
The rest of them are not good. Not even Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
It's just like poppy, catchy song. Basically.
Yeah. And it catches. Ramon says highlights the memories. Yes. Oh, you see the highlights magazines back there. Yeah, we have that's our magazine rack back there. I'll turn it over a little bit so you can see that for a second. The highlights magazines, because they started making those in the 1940s.
Yep.
And they still make them today.
Yeah.
And they are very nostalgic because when you were growing up, you saw them where? You saw them
in the dentist's
office and the pediatrician's office, something like that. And that's why we grabbed them. They're still pretty, you can still find bundles of them from different decades, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s for a pretty good price on eBay, for example. And so it was really nostalgic for us. So we grabbed a bunch. We got a lot, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, Cyndi Lauper did have a distinctive voice, and that's the one thing you have to appreciate.
That's
artists
true.
With distinctive voices. It's some artists that you can hear on the radio, not knowing the song, and you know exactly who it is.
Yes.
Like Michael McDonald, you know his voice. Cyndi Lauper, Michael Jackson. You recognize Elton John's voice. I don't think these people today, you can recognize one from the other. I don't. I mean, granted, I will admit, I don't listen to a lot of modern songs, but I have heard them.
They do it on purpose.
Some, and they all sound the same. The country music sound the same. The pop music, the R&B. I don't even think it's R&B music anymore. The hip hop. All of that genre is one now. It used to be separate, distinct genres. Now they're all just one.
And you can watch The Voice and you can see the problem because they come in there. Because she used to watch The Voice, and what we noticed is that they bring in these singers. Problem number 1: everyone who can sing or play an instrument is not an artist. Stop calling everyone an artist. That's your first mistake. Okay, they are musical entertainers.
Yeah.
Whether or not they are an artist remains to be seen. Okay. So Mick Jagger, artist. Michael Jackson, artist.
Prince.
Yeah, Prince, artist. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of these people are just musical entertainers or singers. Secondly, you take these people are coming on The Voice and they're better than the judging panel. Most of them, most of them are better than the judging panel, and the judges crush them and make them sound like everyone else. They destroy their originality on the show.
That is true. I think Obi said it. Ubi. Hard to recognize many voices due to the auto tune. I think that's true. But
Tuck got the Cold Slither album.
Hey, I got that.
She has it.
I got that in the poster.
Yep.
So
and again, you go back, you take, and I mentioned Mick Jagger just now. Is he a good technical singer? No, but he's got a very distinctive voice, and 2, he emotes very well.
Yeah.
He puts a lot of emotion into what he's doing, and that's what makes it good. It's like Johnny Cash. He's not a great singer, but man, you can feel his pain when he sings.
And that's the one thing, that's true, because, you listen to a lot of doo-wop, you listen to soul music, you listen to classic rock, classic pop music. A lot of the singers, if you're honest, they are not good. Mick Jagger, not a great singer, but he puts a lot of emotion. He make you feel the song.
Listen to him sing Angie and tell me he's not.
Even Steven Tyler, not that good. But listen to him sing Dream On.
Yeah.
Oh, he sang that song. And I realized that when I listened to Christian music a lot, I used to listen a lot. That's all I used to listen to. And then I thought, I was like, artists don't really sound that good. But then you felt the song. You felt the words to the song. No, they didn't have great voices. You could find 10 other people that sound 100% better. But they made you feel what they were talking about. But today it's like, oh, you don't sound good, because like he said, I used to watch The Voice, I used to watch American Idol.
Now they only care about it being technically perfect.
Yeah.
And they cheat to do it.
Yeah.
With auto-tune.
They want you to sound, well, if I heard you on the radio, would I turn the station away? Okay, if you heard and didn't know when Mick Jagger first started, if you didn't know that was him and he sang a song, not a Rolling Stones song, would you like it? Probably not. But he make you feel a song. It's good. He got emotion. A lot of the singers you watch, and you're like, man, you didn't pick that person. They sound good. What are you not hearing? Because you sound better than me, so I don't want you up there because you might outshine me. Basically,
that's a possibility.
I'm a hater. They sound the same as songs written by a handful of writers and ghostwriters and
Ghost singers
and auto-tune. It's no longer music, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
You got a poster? Awesome. I got a poster for
their
Christmas.
Music, like I said, they're musical performers, not artists. Listen to Jethro Tull and his insanely raspy voice.
Yeah. Tom Waits. Oh,
Tom Waits, yeah. Tom Waits sounds terrible, but he tells a good story. You can feel what he's singing, and that's the point. Yes, Boxer, I keep saying that. Rich said Goofus and Gallant.
Yeah,
it was Goofus and Gallant. And that's from Highlights magazine, and that's where they would have the cartoon where they would show they were twins, and Goofus was a jerk and Gallant was a good kid. And they would show the difference between how each of them interacted in a certain situation, where one of them always had good manners and good behavior, and the other one was just kind of a prick.
Hasbro in December re-released a cover of Last Christmas by Gem and the Holograms from the 80s show as a single. 2025 got a Gem song released to radio stations. Pretty crazy. I didn't know that they did that. Didn't even know Gem did a version.
Me either.
I didn't know that. I remember not liking Gem growing up. I don't know why.
Because she was truly outrageous.
I guess.
And you were jealous.
Probably. I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know why. But we used to watch it.
I didn't care for it either.
Yeah, I really don't even know what it's about. I think we watched an episode or two.
I don't remember. Like I said, I don't think I've seen it since I was a kid, and I do not remember what the hell that show was about, anyways.
But it feels like we watched an episode recently, like a few months.
So.
Oh, really?
I mean, what did I watch? I was watching GI Joe, Mask, Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, I watched a lot of
stuff like that. Transformers, Masters of the Universe, things like that. But not Gem. And currently, we're watching for cartoons. We were watching Centurions.
Yeah, we're watching that.
Watching Centurions, watching Silverhawks, and watching the original 60s Space Ghost.
Yes.
Which is a collaboration show with Dino Boy.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny, actually, because it's like Dino Boy. It says because of an emergency on a plane, he had to bail out. So he jumps out of this airplane and parachutes into a prehistoric jungle where he meets Ugg, the prehistoric caveman, right? And him and Ugg are having adventures. And I'm sitting there thinking, is anybody looking for this kid?
Was he the only one on the plane that he jumped out?
or were they trying to get rid of Dino Boy?
Yeah.
Where they were just like, oh, the plane's gonna crash. You better jump out. Whoo! Got rid of that punk.
Yeah, because he does get on that dude's nerves.
Yeah,
even the animals don't like him.
He's always in trouble, and and Uggs always telling him, "We're not go there, dangerous." And then Dino Boy does it anyways, and then gets jammed up.
Gem Song of Bangers first season is tops, over the top plots and great songs.
Okay, Toy Chic says it's a good show. Okay.
Oh, as Transformers and G.I. Joe. In fact, Inhumanoids is one of the newscasts and is in one of the newscasts.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Gem, Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Inhumanoids are in the same universe. That is correct.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm too old to have watched a lot of the cartoons.
Custom God. They're still around. You can still find them. You can still find them.
Oh.
But what is his name? The news reporter, Rivera, is the one that was supposed to be a parody of
Geraldo.
Geraldo is the one that he appears in all 4 of those universes. And the 5th universe that's being overlooked.
Hey, Joseph Grundy.
Joseph Grundy's here. The 5th one that's being overlooked is Cops, because Cops ties in also, because some of the members of Cops are supposed to be descendants of the original G.I. Joe team. So those 5 universes are all intertwined.
When you say a universe is intertwined, what does that mean? Because I can picture the cartoons in my head.
They're all on the same world. They all take place in the same world.
I thought Jim was out of space. Was in outer space.
No.
She wasn't? She was on Earth?
Yeah, she was on Earth.
Oh.
So all 5 of those places, it's the same Earth.
Okay.
Inhumanoids, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Gem and the Holograms.
But it wasn't going on at the same time.
Cops. Or at least the only ones that at the same time, Gem, G.I. Joe, and Transformers technically would be at the same time. Inhumanoids would be a little later, but it should be within the same time frame, because again, Rivera was a newscaster in all 4 of those shows. And then, like I said, Cops is in the future of that, because some of them are descendants of original G.I. Joe characters.
Who were Goofus or Gallant? I was more like Goofus.
Goofus was the bad kid. I don't know. Probably Goofus. It's probably Goofus. Toy Chic likes Cops. Cops is a fun show.
Cops was good, especially Big Boss and his nephew. Hector Ramirez, host of Hot Copy.
That's it. Hector Ramirez.
80s solo Spider-Man cartoon was on a news clip in an episode of G.I. Joe, and Spider-Man was name dropped in another episode. Oh, really?
I don't know if that ties it in, but yeah.
Oh no! Are you serious?
No!
Don't tell me all
Ninja
that.
Turtle crossovers.
Because then they'll do a Gem Ninja Turtle crossover.
No, don't say that.
No.
Because the Ninja Turtle trolls are listening, and then they'll convince whoever owns that IP to start doing crossovers for that.
Cole Slither song played at clubs in Transformers and Gem. Woman from G.I. Joe Comics, an episode of Transformer, Cobra Commander, and Flint in Transformers, and among
because they shared a lot of music. Saturday mornings pointing out they did share a lot of music.
I saw a part of the Cole Slither concert on YouTube. Somebody, because they did a concert, they put together a band to be Cole Slither, and then they did a concert at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes.
And somebody filmed it. It wasn't the best film quality. I think if you had a professional video team to record it, it would have came out better. So the sound quality wasn't good, but you could appreciate what they did. I would have liked the concert poster and like the playbill or the tickets. I would like to have a copy of the tickets and the poster.
It's one of the more interesting things I've seen San Diego Comic-Con do in quite a long time, because for the most part, it doesn't appeal to me. The stuff they do. That's why I wouldn't go anyway, because it's just too freaking expensive.
Oh, really? Melissa Fairborn from Transformers season is Flint's daughter.
Oh, okay, Saturday Morning says.
Flint and Lady J had a kid together?
I don't know.
Because Flint never, well, nobody talks about
Lady
anything.
J, blah.
Well, you know, he was liking on her. Okay. But then CoverGirl kind of tried to make a move, and Lady J had something to say. I thought CoverGirl
was with, I don't remember.
I think it was CoverGirl tried to make a move, and Lady J wasn't having it. I think it was her. It was one of them.
Somebody? I don't remember. I don't remember
either.
I can't remember everything.
No. Oh, okay. So they must have had a kid, because they never talked about him having a kid. I mean, you know, they don't talk about their families, but you know, like they had episodes where they say, okay, this person has a brother or mama, and G.I. Cobra is trying to kidnap somebody from the team because a records got leaked. Scarlet or the Baroness.
Lady J, Scarlet or Baroness?
The Baroness was prettier than all of them.
Yeah, she was prettier, but man, she was vindictive.
Okay.
Oh boy, you got to watch it.
Yeah, you're right about that, David. Nobody dies. Same enemy characters live to fight another day. They never really fought anybody else other than Cobra.
No, one episode, the Toy Master.
Oh yeah, the Toy Master. That's when they had to team up.
Yeah, they were forced to team up because because he was he had his toy robot army.
Oh, okay. The one thing I did notice about not Transformers, sorry, Thundercats, like it seems like I can remember in every cartoon, the good guy and bad guy has to team up at some point to fight a common threat.
Yes.
But they never do that in Thundercats. Thundercats and Mumra never teamed up. I don't think they teamed up with any other bad guys.
No.
Not the other ones like Vulture Man or the reptiles or anything. They nobody ever teamed up. I noticed that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You won't. I don't think you're going to see that Silverhawks either.
It don't look like that's coming.
I don't think that's going to happen in Silverhawks. There's no way that the Planet Master is going to team up with anybody. Planet Master. Oh yes, boss. Yes, boss.
I saw one death in the G.I. Joe cartoon. One Cobra soldier dropped by gunfire.
Tuck thinks that was probably an accident.
G.I. Joe comics, they killed
the comics
off.
It was a different universe altogether from the cartoon, from the Sunbow cartoon, but they wanted to market that more towards children than the Marvel comics. So, you know, they had to stray away from that.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have that much. It was implied violence, basically, because all they did was wreck equipment. And then you see parachutes flying all over the place after these massive explosions.
Yeah, but it was never any consequences. Nothing ever got solved. Nobody ever went to jail. Nothing. It's just like David said. It just, another day in the neighborhood. Well, we're gonna fight Cobra. They're gonna get away.
The thing I always thought was interesting about G.I. Joe, at least from the cartoon perspective, is that if you really look at it, G.I. Joe is actually the mercenary unit, and Cobra is the actual military unit. They're soldiers. They have uniforms. They have a command structure. They have a dental plan.
Yeah.
They have recreational facilities. They have vacation time. All of this other stuff on G.I. Joe, they come and go as they damn please. The command, nobody listens to them. they pick people up all over the place. They found Quick Kick left behind from filming a commercial, and just like, oh, you want to join GI Joe? Yeah, duh, okay. They just kind of pick people up everywhere. What's his name? Shipwreck was clearly a mercenary that they just let join for some reason. Most of these people aren't even in the military. Like, they're the actual mercenary unit, and they suck at it too, because if you really are paying attention, they basically get the shit kicked out of them in every episode. And then because of some kind of issue within Cobra's own command structure, that's how G.I. Joe eventually gets over and wins by the end of the show. Otherwise, they would have lost the world 100 times over.
Yeah.
Because at some point, somebody, the Crimson Twins, like, oh, let's try to usurp Cobra Commander, and blows it, or the Baroness gets mad, or
Destro.
Or Destro gets pissed off because Zartan made him angry and tells G.I. Joe how to destroy such and such. If it wasn't for the bad command structure in Cobra, G.I. Joe would have lost 100 times over.
G.I. Joe had Rocky and Ryu.
Oh yeah.
Cobra had Wally Advanced Technology.
Yeah, they did, Tuck. They really did. And that's the thing. I mean, if you really paying attention, G.I. Joe gets smacked all around in every episode. And then again, like I said, Zartan insults Destro, and Destro's like, I'm not having this. And then Cole tells G.I. Joe, go here and do this and whatever, and don't thank me. And then G.I. Joe wins by default, or they stumble into it somehow. It's really kind of funny when you Saturday Morning says the comic was better. Yeah, it's better writing. But
you mean in the 80s comics?
Yes.
Not the original comics.
80s comics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite G.I. Joe character?
Stone Sour says, oh man.
I don't know.
From the show?
Yeah.
I always kind of liked Beachhead.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I always kind of liked Beachhead from the show.
I don't know who I like from the show. I always thought they were all kind of lame.
Also, another interesting tidbit from the show's perspective. Listen to the dialogue. Oh yeah, Saturday Morning said Sergeant Slaughter. There you go. Well,
we were watching Sergeant Slaughter on the WWF.
Oh, hold on.
Old school. Okay.
No, because I was saying, if you listen to the dialogue on the show, the dialogue for the G.I. Joe characters and the dialogue for the Cobra characters written by two different people, clearly. Because the G.I. Joe's dialogue, the way they speak, is in a very adolescent way. But then you listen to the Cobra people talk, and it's very sophisticated by comparison. It sounds like it's written by two different people entirely. But she was getting into WWF Sergeant Slaughter.
We were watching him at the beginning before he became a baby face, and he was a heel. And then he became the good guy.
Yeah.
And then they took him off of Peacock.
Yeah, well, yeah, we were enjoying watching the old episode. I used to love when he would he would get in there with somebody who's like super muscular, like
Putski.
Ivan Putski. And Ivan Putski, he looks like he's ready to enter strongman competition. He's got shoulders like coconuts. And then Sergeant Slaughter comes up there and he goes like this, and then he'd act like he's hurt, or he'd make a big muscle, and then he'd be like, oh, making fun of the people in the ring.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. On not Cartoon Network, what was it? I think Adult Swim. They had those clips. I think it was G.I. Joe 6 Sigma, Sigma 6. That we saw that actually wasn't bad. That was actually pretty good. And they had a couple that came out in the 2000s that were okay, but the Sigma 6 was actually pretty decent. So it was the pawn used by WWF to move the title from the Ultimate Warrior back to Hulk Hogan.
Stone Sour says, yeah. And Obi Doob liked Roadblock.
Okay.
He liked
From the
Roadblock.
comic, it
He
was
liked Scarlet.
Scarlet. I never read the 80s comics. I don't even have any. I think you got some.
You have a few. You do have a couple, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's another run that's tough to put together because now a lot of people want it, especially issue number 1, and you know how that goes.
Yeah, everybody wants number 1.
Everybody wants number 1. That's the thing to do. But yeah, although we did not see where he turned babyface. We were watching Sergeant Slaughter as a heel, and then suddenly everybody liked him. And it's like, whatever happened, we missed it.
Yeah. And Hulk Hogan too.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan, we missed his turn to babyface because he was a heel. They hated him.
Yeah.
They hated him.
Then all of a sudden he got the music playing. He got on the yellow tights.
Yeah.
And everybody loves him. So we missed that.
Because they were bringing him out before, people are booing and throwing shit. And it's like there's soda cans and balls of paper and popcorn flying across the ring.
But people believed it. I mean, going back now, watching, knowing that it's not real. It's like, oh man, when I was a kid, I thought this was real too. Cause you see the audience want to fight them. They throwing chairs, they throwing bottles, they throwing stuff, they cursing them out. They doing all kinds of stuff. Like,
that's why I've talked about it before with and I did a video on it on this channel actually when John Cena had that big heel turn, and they were like, it's the greatest heel turn in wrestling history, and I'm like, no, it's not. Greatest heel turn. The 2 greatest heel turns in history is when Andre the Giant turned heel, and then when Hulk Hogan did it. Especially Hulk Hogan, that'd be number 1 when he turned heel. And then people got on me and they're like, no, you don't understand. It was they took a lot longer with John Cena and it was a better storyline. And I'm like, stop right there. That's exactly the problem. You knew it was a story. Because when Hogan turned heel, they believed that shit. And when Andre the Giant turned heel, people believed it because back then they still had that mystique about it where they would not admit it was scripted. Under no circumstances. They stayed in character 24/7. And so even people who thought it was fake weren't sure. Mm-hmm. They weren't sure. They would watch it and be like, something would happen and you'd be like, oh man, I don't know. People really believed it when Hogan did that. Cena, man, everybody knows they script that stuff now. So it's like, oh yeah, that's a great story. But is it the greatest heel turn? No, because nobody believed it. They just knew it was a story. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're talking about season 3 of Transformers? Yes, Transformers was fun to watch. I don't know if I'm gonna say it's the best cartoon ever, but yeah, I liked watching it, just going back and seeing it. Mm-hmm. And they had the funny moments. I liked the banter between Megatron and Starscream. That was the best. But it seemed like the Autobots just didn't have their stuff together.
Same as G.I. Joe, Autobots were useless. They were just stupid.
WCW fan, nobody cares about John Cena. See? And then they made a big deal about him retiring.
They got mad at me for saying that. I was like, no, they believed it when Hogan did it, and they believed it when Andre the Giant did it, because Andre the Giant, man, they loved that guy. So when he turned on Hogan, everybody was heartbroken.
Yeah. Oh, the best match was Hogan and Andre the Giant against Roddy Piper,
Paul Orndorff.
Right. I would tell you to get on Peacock and watch it, but you can't because they took it off.
They really sold.
Oh, Andre the Giant
match.
So I mean, his face was bloody. They came with the ambulance and the stretcher, and they took him out of the ring.
They tried to,
and they couldn't get him on the stretcher because he was too big, and he was trying to get up, and they kept pushing him down. Because
Piper sucker punched him with like brass knuckles that he had hidden in his trunks, and put him down, and he kept working on that head, and he was bleeding.
Oh, his whole face was bloody.
Yeah, and he's out. He was out hanging over the ropes, and they had the stretcher crew out there, and Gorilla Monsoon is like, you know, it was Gorilla, and I forget who was with him, but Gorilla Monsoon is on the microphone. He was like, they're not seriously thinking they're going to get that 500 pounds of Andre the Giant on a stretcher, are they? They need to figure something out here, because that's just not going to work. But that match was, you know, because some of the matches are boring.
Yeah.
But some of the matches, man, they really sold it. That was one.
That was one.
That was one of them.
You knew Andre the Giant was coming back, and you're thinking he's gonna come back midway down the ramp, and then he doesn't, and then they take him away, and then Hulk Hogan was like, "Okay, it'll be a handicap match. I'll fight both." So he's fighting both of them. And then Andre the Giant comes back looking like a mummy with his head all wrapped up.
Yeah, he's got, and the blood's running through it down his face because it's still bleeding really bad. I was like, wow, that is actually one of their better matches.
That was really good. And then it wasn't even the last match. It was like near the beginning. So it was like, you might as well just end the show. Nobody wants to see.
Nobody's going to follow that. Nobody's going to follow that. Some of the certain matches that they did, and you were like, yeah, I don't care if there's a title match next. Nobody's going to be paying attention to it after that. They really, they really pulled that off.
Oh, I saw a match of Hogan and Andre versus Buddy and Stud, and the corner of the ring collapsed. Oh, see, we didn't get to see that because they took it off.
Yeah, we were enjoying that. We were really enjoying that.
Then kick Decepticons off the planet. They had to sneak back on or get blown away by cannons. Autobots became space cops with humans. Rodimus didn't play around.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see season 3. We must have stopped. Yeah, I think I did because it was just getting too much. So I didn't see season 3. So that's why we didn't. The Autobots, and maybe not the best cartoon ever, but maybe my favorite 80s cartoon franchise.
They're supposed to be the most sophisticated machines in the universe, and the Autobots, same format as with G.I. Joe. The Autobots all talk like they're 6 years old, and then you go to the Decepticons, and the Decepticons, most of them, with a couple of exceptions, have a very sophisticated dialogue.
Oh, the match with Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan versus a tag team. Yeah, Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff. Yeah, it was on Peacock, and I think Netflix bought has it now. All of the
rights
to WWF. So if you have Netflix, you can look and see if WWF is on there.
I think it's the old school.
Yeah, it's the WWF old school, because they had it broken down into various segments. And that segment is WWF old school. And it came out, I want to say, in 85, because they got it broken down.
Earlier than that.
Okay. Well, they got it broken down by years.
Yeah.
But they tell you who's in that episode. So if you look for it, it's in the 80s. So you look for it, you'll find it. If it's on Netflix yet, because Netflix bought it. And they said they want to switch everything over in March. But then I checked the next day and everything was gone.
And then Iron Sheik and Sergeant Slaughter, when Slaughter was wearing the helmet instead of the hat, he was wearing the helmet, and he ambushes Sheik and he tears his clothes.
Hey, Edwin.
Edwin is joining us. He's ripping the clothes apart, and the fight ends up in the locker room, or they're in the hallway in the back, but they're screaming obscenities and swinging, and Vince got hit in the side of the head, trying to break everybody up. And I'm watching this, I'm like, did something really happen between those two and they're filming it, or what the hell's going on?
Oh yeah,
because
they don't talk about it.
They were cussing a storm.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
and it's like that and the language. I'm like, that language, they let that language slip through.
Yeah, it was real, because when it's fake, the commentators mention it. and they like talk about it, but they didn't talk about that. So you can always kind of tell when, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. So just don't talk about it. Act like it didn't happen. So pick up intros, the songs you use on, oh, okay, yeah, the Transformer comes sometimes, the ones you use. I still think it's funny Jesse Ventura beat Vince in court when then
went on to become governor. Legend says,
who would be the two teams in your dream Survivor Series match?
Teams? I don't know.
Survivor Series. Oh no. Survivor Series.
Is that the one where
okay.
Oh, see ya. Rick's gotta go. We gotta go soon too.
Yeah, my mom took us to the wrestling live. Oh, Toronto. That's where I saw the Buddy Stud Hogan Andre match.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you saw that live.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Oh, you'll never forget that one.
Yeah, I couldn't go to live matches when I was growing up. That wasn't gonna happen.
No, it wasn't going to happen. So we watched it, and they always say, yeah, it's coming to Savannah, Georgia. And I always think, Savannah's not that far. And my parents wasn't going to take us to no wrestling match. They say you can watch it on TV. Watch it on Saturdays and see what happened. That's all you was going to get. So we watched it on Saturday mornings after Bugs Bunny.
After the cartoons.
Yep. After Bugs Bunny, we watched wrestling. And then they told you what happened all week and what's coming. And so-and-so is going to meet up with so-and-so at the next WrestleMania or here or there. And then they talk about, oh, you stole the ring. I mean, the belt, and I'm going to get the belt back. And you're just sitting there like, okay. And come to see them in Savannah, Georgia at the Savannah whatever.
Oh, well.
Savannah Arena.
Yeah, I would have loved to have gone to one of those when I was a kid, but yeah, that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I watched it on TV after the cartoons on Saturday morning. I think around 11 o'clock in the morning. It would be on.
That's about what time it came on.
On our UHF station.
We went, me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. I took them all. They came to Charleston, South Carolina, and the Undertaker came. So I bought us all tickets and we went, and it was okay. I did miss the commentators. I didn't know how much those commentators
it really adds a lot. Yeah.
They add a lot to the overall experience. And we didn't have bad seats. You could see. I mean, it was only good to me when the Undertaker came out. They turned the lights off, they rang the gong, everybody jumped up screaming. And then he fought, God knows who he fought, I don't know. Because it was all jobber matches, because you're in like small town South Carolina in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it came out, so you ain't seen nobody good. You see the Dukes of Hazzard? No.
We haven't seen it.
I never saw that. Vance and Cody in season 1 and Bo and Luke in season 2. They had the full cast. Oh, yeah, really?
It says Saturday morning.
Oh, wow.
I don't think
I know they had a cartoon.
Yeah, I remember it being on, but I don't think I watched it growing up. I don't think I watched it.
No, we watched the show.
Yeah. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping up. We've been on here for a lot longer than we expected, but that's okay. We appreciate everybody joining us here today. In particular, just wanted to shout out, Pastor Rick and Rich and Stone Sour a bunch of times, and Raccoon there for making donations to the channel to help us with our kitty shelter, as it were. Always appreciated. Thank you, everybody. Say thank you to everyone else for joining us here this evening. Hope you had a good time. And we will try to do this again sometime soon.